move your vehicle, you're parking somebody yard. P7258. Go and move your vehicle. All you hear me? All right. Well, I'm glad they turn on the lights now. Because the next person I'm about to introduce, the fella is a young fella. The fella want to be like Kobe, not Kobe now. Who is the fella with the beard again? Who? I can't hear you. He what? He have a tall basketballer with a big beard. Well, he's the opposite of that basketballer. He's a short basketballer with a big beard. Only put all your hands together and let's bring on the MP for St. George Northeast, Rod Redhead!
Tell them it's master, master. I go till my last drop. Session sweet, so I don't leave it. I don't think that. Tell them it's master.
Mr. DJ, run the tune still, man.
Tell them it's master, master. I go till my last drop. Session sweet, so I don't leave it. I don't think that. Tell them it's master, master. I go till my last drop. I don't want them for nobody. I don't think that. It's master in the middle, fit like fiddle. Pass it, and then I swivel. It's master in the middle, sweet like cake.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. And thank you, Brother Robbie, for that warm welcome. St. Andrew, how you feeling? Big Parish, how you feeling? Yeah, man, all is singing good and all is looking good. Indeed, as Sister Gloria said, things are happening in Big Parish and the entire Grenada. Before we go any further, let me recognize our comrade leader and Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Deacon Amos Mitchell. Let me also recognize our Deputy Leader, the Honorable Joseph Andal, Chairperson of our party, Senator Gloria Thomas, General Secretary, Honorable Andy Williams, big up the man from the South. Let me also recognize members of Cabinet. I also recognize our hardworking National Executive Council members, to each and every one of you. And of course, our lovely supporters of Big Parish, good night to you. The reason why we are here is all for you. You have kept us going. You have given us the courage to continue fighting on. You have given us all of the energy and the strength to continue pushing on. And we are here for you, demonstrating that love and commitment. Sisters and brothers, today, I want to speak to you as a young man and as a son of the soil. I want to talk to you about youth development in Grenada and the National Democratic Congress's transformation agenda for this important demographic. Let us begin certainly by remembering where we came from. On June 23rd, 2022, we inherited a youth crisis. Not a challenge, but a crisis. 50%, half of our young people were unemployed. 1 out of every 2 young people searching for work could not find a job in Grenada. Many were underemployed, hustling day to day, doing what they could to survive. Others were simply idle, not because they lacked the talent or ambition, but because the opportunities had virtually vanished and just was not there. Education was becoming expensive and out of reach for too many of our young people. Training programs had been stuck for over decades with stipends of just a meager $600 and $700 EC dollars per month. Imagine that. Our creative and sporting sectors had collapsed. Facilities were broken down. Schools were later operating under a work-to-rule basis because of the toxic industrial environment and climate created by those who claimed they had steady hands, but yet they couldn't lead us anywhere good. We met a country where the engines of youth development was virtually grinded to a halt. Empowerment had stalled. Communities were made dependent instead of empowered. and the bright potential of our young people, the greatest resource of any nation, was being wasted and deprived by this so-called experience. That is why change was necessary. We needed a new leadership. Don't you agree with that? We needed a new leader. Don't you agree with that? We needed the most honorable Deacon Mitchell and the team of the National Democratic Congress to rescue us and put us into a modern era for Grenada. And so we had to pivot as a nation if we were to save Grenada. And while we are not boastful of the progress, sisters and brothers, we are mindful of the sacrifice that has brought us here, the discipline that has brought us here throughout our last 3 years in office. Things have happened. Things are happening. And with the NDC in office, you know for sure things are going to happen, to come and to come and to come. Comrades, in the last 3 years, we have been delivering results. Not talk alone, but action. Not promises, but genuine progress. Take the Imani program, for example. For years, it was abused, was misused and politicized and left to decay. Today, it has been restored with some semblance of dignity. Imanis are no longer trainees for life. They are now regularized into the public service and some private sector, and their stipends are $1,200, bringing dignity to our young people. We are creating real pathways through what is called centers of excellence. We are going to have meaningful training. And certainly Big Parish, St. Patrick as well, you are not left out. For example, we already have the Center of Excellence where carpentry is being conducted, and you're going to hear more about that as we roll out Budget 2026. Sisters and brothers, we are training our young people with the skills for a modern Grenadian economy. In education, for example, the barriers that once kept our young people back are falling off one by one. You could help me name them. Secondary school, free tuition. TAM CC, free tuition. New law, free tuition. And we have also lifted the age of our young people for staying in school, which means that we are going to see a decrease in the dropout rates. So the young man in Telescope or the young woman in Lafayette, never again you have to say, Mommy can't afford to send me to school. You now have free tuition and you can attend your school. We are also piloting the bus program, and soon it will be launched in your parish. In our view, education is not just a privilege. It must be a right, full stop. And that is the way of the National Democratic Congress administration. So Grenada is moving. Grenada is moving. Things are happening. Young people are dreaming again. For the first time in years, they are looking towards a future with genuine hope. Not recycled promises that we're hearing since 1995. We're tired of that. Some of them may want vehicle. They must say one vehicle because they can't move St. George Northwest forward. More young entrepreneurs are launching businesses. More young farmers are showing interest in agriculture. More creative artists are producing real content. More young athletes are in organized sporting events and programs. And more young people are benefiting from education, training, and support. The creative economy is expanding. We have grants and loans that is being given out, and opportunities are flowing because creativity must not be seen as a hobby. It is an industry, and this NDC administration is building it brick by brick. More sporting facilities than have ever been in the history of Grenada being restored. And this is living testimony. Telescope has never had lights before, and tonight we turn them on. Our first ever international standard aquatic center is coming. All the talk you have heard, for example, about bringing, well, not bringing, some of them say they love cricket, but it took the NDC, inexperienced bunch, to come and light the cricket stadium, and now we are going to have night cricket when that light is turned on. The potential for Grenada is tremendous. We could be talking about our own CPL team. That is important, sisters and brothers. That's right. GFA's Technical Center in Pearls will help to lift the quality of footballers that we have in the country to new heights, and the government is already supporting this initiative. The support is guaranteed. But comrades, hear me out. Notwithstanding all of these great achievements, some of the things that we have to do to be able to ensure that we manage it is to ensure that we manage the expectations of our people. And certainly this will help to protect the gains. Because if people know exactly what the government's responsibility is, they will know what to expect. And with the NDC, you have seen what we have demonstrated. And definitely you know what to expect. Action, 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 not talk. This, sisters and brothers, is not some temporary program that we are building for our young people and the future. It is a genuine attempt of building our national consciousness to raise the standards and unlock the full talent of our young people, elevating certainly the consciousness of a Grenadian youth. Over the next few years, we are committed to fulfilling the full rollout of centers of excellence. These centers will focus on the economic future of Grenada in cybersecurity and digital innovation, AI, coding, data science, oil and gas. And you saw Comrade Nazim Buck here, so you know the National Democratic Congress is not just going to sell our patrimony. We are going to build out an industry so that our people can participate and be involved in it. Agri-tech and food processing, hospitality and the blue economy, furniture and industrial design, and you heard me speak about that earlier on. 2, we are establishing something called the Youth Economy Agency. You're going to hear more about that when the budget is read. But essentially, this will be a game changer. This agency will restructure the entire ecosystem around our young people, moving obstacles and making productivity easier, preparing our young people to earn, lead. Thank you. You see that? Things are happening. Look, I get a bottle of water and all. Thank you, comrade. To lead and certainly to participate in our development. At the age of 18, what we are saying is that every young person should work towards owning a driver's license, owning a bank account, having their NIS ID, and having their voter's ID, because these are the enablers to make them into a productive citizen. So at the age of 18, they are going to start early so that they can be able to succeed at an early age, giving them a proper head start in life. That is plans, and so you know things are happening. Grenada, we want to see a Grenada where young people are the creators, not just the consumers, or the innovators, not just imitators, builders, and certainly not just beggars in our society. We want to see our young people empowered, and that is the politics of transformation in Grenada today. So, while others spread their propaganda and doom and gloom and bacchanal, and we ain't sure if it's a husband or a wife that will be coming in Sister Delma's seat or Sister Gloria's seat, we ain't certain who run in there yet. But either ways, as you heard from the Prime Minister, the next MP for St. Andrew Southeast is going to be none other than Senator David Andrew. Senator, take a bow so they could say what they want. They could run their Venus flytrap. We ain't interfering with that. They could use their chicken foot fingers and type all kind of garbage on the keyboard and post things on social media. Not even Solid Waste want to pick up that. We will remain focused because the National Democratic Congress, we are confident that things are happening for Grenada. We are working extremely hard, and we know we are going to move Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Make some noise for Brother Ron. Action, 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 action. Things are happening. Things are happening. They've happened quickly. They're happening quickly. Yes, he hear you, darling. He hear you. So we're moving along. Our next speaker, she isn't a member of parliament, but she's definitely working for the people of her constituency. She love you too. You hear that? She's an individual who caters and loves and spends so much time with the small man, working with small businesses, small business owner, enterprises, etc. That's one of the MPs who keep messaging me and calling me for more cricket kits and more cricket kits and more cricket kits for her constituency. And you just got to love how resilient she is. Brothers and sisters, put your hands together. Raise your flags. She little, but she talented. Make some noise for Dr. Tessa St.
Thank you, Father, for blessing Sister
And
Tessa.
is that
You gave her the vision for the country run better. There's something about the strong woman. Tessa is the one for we. Yeah, yeah. A strong woman indeed, so educated. She would live with pride, no hesitating. A good leader is what not is needed.
Thank you very much. NDCites! What is the code again? What is the code again? Yellow is the code. Political leader, chairman, other elected officers, members of the National Executive Council of the National Democratic Congress, my colleague representatives of St. Andrew Big Four, constituency executives, members, foot soldiers, supporters, stalwarts, NDCites. I can't hear you, NDCites. What is the code again? Let's make them remember that yellow is the code. Good evening, Telescope. Good evening, Big Parish. Good evening to the rest of supporters and members from across Grenada. Good evening to the people of the powerful National Democratic Congress. We're moving forward. And is that, brothers and sisters, as caretaker for St. Andrews Northeast, I heard Abby say, I am always messaging her and asking her and asking her and asking her and bugging her. I wish to speak on a number of things as it relates to St. Andrew Northeast. And as Delma would say, better I was the MP because I'm doing more work than the MP. I wish to speak to a number of things in St. Andrew Northeast. So when they tell you about rescue, tell them you don't need rescuing because you're safe. Safe with the National Democratic Congress. And is that things are happening in St. Andrew Northeast like never before. Take a walk, take a look, check our pictures on social media, talk to our constituents. Things are happening. Let me talk first to community engagement and development. Brothers and sisters, politics is first and foremost local, and it's about people. So we stay connected with our constituents. So when people engage us for assistance, we don't send them somewhere else. We work hard and we ensure that they get the assistance that they need. And is that in St. Andrew Northeast, we have been consistently engaging with and assisting our constituents. as well as developing our communities. And I want to speak to just a few things. We've been busy. St. Andrew Northeast is a buzz. We meet with our constituents where they gather. So we have had, up to this point, 3 junction connections. We go out into our communities, we engage with our constituents, we listen to them, we listen to their concerns, we give them the assistance, we engage them to sharing ideas and solutions, and we ensure that their needs are met. In St. Andrew Northeast, we do our walkabouts. We engage with our seniors. We engage with our sick people. We engage with people who are not doing so well. We engage with the shut-ins. And when we go, we don't just go and we take pictures for photo ops. We make sure we walk with something to assist. In St. Andrew Northeast, we have refurbished the La Poetry Community Center and the Upper St. John Community Center. We have fenced the La Poetry playing field and the Pearls basketball court, and I want you to listen to the communities because things are happening in every single community. We continued and contributed and attended to every single Saraka in St. Andrew Northeast. We supported students who are studying in university. We provided assistance for 6 small businesses. We provided uniforms to cricket clubs and football clubs down to yesterday. They have been there for how many years? And La Poetry has never had a grassroots football team. Yesterday, your humble servant provided the La Poetry Youth Football Club with 20 football kits. Rescue who? La Poetry is in safe hands with the National Democratic Congress, and is that. We have lit La Poetry playing field. They could say what they want. The infrastructure was there, what was in the pipeline. If it was in the pipeline so long, why didn't you do it? We lit La Poetry playing field. If you are so interested in the young people of St. Andrew Northeast and St. Andrew, how come there was never a playing pack for the children? We created a play pack at Pearls, and La Poetry is getting one as well. Things are happening. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I have to mention housing. You see, I could not believe my ears, brothers and sisters, when I heard someone who is supposed to be educated, someone who is supposed to be an educator, telling the people of Grenada to eat them out and vote them out. They think Grenadians stupid. Brothers and sisters, in St. Andrew Northeast, we have provided so much housing assistance you will not believe. 80 houses have been built so far, completed and finished. 80 full houses. Things are happening. And that's not counting the Build Back Better houses. 20 are at different levels of completion right now. So by the end of the year, St. Andrew Northeast would have seen 100 full houses built. Things are happening. Brothers and sisters, 51 houses have been repaired. 49 people got material assistance. 22 people got bathrooms, and that's not counting the Build Back Better bathrooms. Clock that. Things are happening. Brothers and sisters, let me speak to WASH. let me speak to the WASH program because I saw a post on social media where we saw 2-3 bathrooms posted and saying that WASH has been happening before. Nothing so. Nothing so. Brothers and sisters, if you walk into a community known as Baghdad in Simon, 16 full bathrooms have been constructed and 7 have been completed. So we have had a total of 23 households, and I'm not counting the individual people who are benefiting from those bathrooms. 23 households in one location at the same time. Things are happening. You have never seen a WASH program like that. Honorable Deacon Mitchell, take a bow. This was his brainchild. Brothers and sisters, when they make you feel that the WASH program is just bathroom and toilet, let me tell you something. I grew up right under the hill here in Telescope, and I had outside bathroom. So I know what it is like. So the dignity that comes with having an inside bathroom, no one has ever surpassed what we are doing now with WASH. No one, no administration. Things are happening. Brothers and sisters, think about your family members. Think about yourselves. Of people who have to go outside to use a washroom. We just had a shower of rain. And for those of you who did not grow up with what we call a latrine, I can tell you a lot of stories about that. So the health situation in the community of Baghdad has increased because we have indoor washrooms. People are going to be more hygienic, and so we will not have the level of communicable diseases that we have. We're talking health. So when we talk health, we're not just talking the hospitals and the clinic. We're making sure that we have overall health for our communities. Brothers and sisters, things are happening, and is that. Tell them you don't need rescuing. You are safe in the hands of the NDC. Tell them yellow is the code. Tell them yellow is the code. Tell them yellow is the code. We're moving forward. Brothers and sisters, I stand here tonight not just as a caretaker, but as a professional who works in public health and who worked with public health practitioners, and who believes, brothers and sisters, that every Grenadian, every single Grenadian deserves health care that is safe, that is modern, and that is right here in Grenada. Brothers and sisters, since June 2022, our healthcare system has been on a journey. The NDC administration inherited a health system that was punctuated with real struggles. And I don't have to list them for you because you know. Short staffing, outdated infrastructure, and the burdens families feel when they have to buy supplies or travel abroad for care. But as an NDC administration, as the administration in governance, we have never denied the experiences of our people. But tonight, brothers and sisters, tonight, let's look at what has changed. Let's look at what is changing. Let's look at what the NDC-led administration is building for the future of the healthcare system. Brothers and sisters, let's talk about our human resources. Because healthcare is not just the walls and the machines. It is our nurses. It is our doctors. It is the support staff who work hard every day, every night to address a wide range of healthcare needs. This NDC-led administration has moved to stabilize and protect our healthcare workers, brothers and sisters. This is not a story. This is not a pie-in-the-sky promise. This is a story of two parties. One that called our nurses thieves, and another that values our healthcare workers. Brothers and sisters, in 2023, led by the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, nurses were granted a 12-month honorarium, $500 every month. And it was extended. Doctors received $1,000. Brothers and sisters, this is not just money in pockets. This is about creating a healthcare workforce that is motivated, that has a high moral. So when you, the people, show up for care, you can get quality care. Brothers and sisters, things are happening in the healthcare system. I must speak, brothers and sisters, to the upgrade of equipment and facilities across Grenada. And I want you guys to pay attention because I hear them all the time. Mama guying, papi showing, saying to you that we need to get rescued because this is happening and that is happening and this could be better and that could be better. You were there, why didn't you do it? You were there, why didn't you do it? Right now, yellow is the code and things are happening. Step aside, move out of the way, things are happening. So when we talk about healthcare services and facilities, look at the Hillsborough Smart Health Center, Brother Tevin. Look at the Victoria Medical Station. Look at the Princess Royal Hospital. Look at the Princess Alice Hospital. Look at Wester Hall and Good Hope Medical Stations. Look at Sutter's, look at Grambra, and I can go on and on and on and on. Things are happening, clock that. Brothers and sisters, that takes me to Project Polaris. And you would have heard Sister Andrea speak about Project Polaris, and they say to you, oh, well, Project Polaris is going to take X and X time to get on the ground, and in the meantime, people need help right now. Well, people are getting help right now because Project Polaris has different levels to it. Don't let them papi show you. Don't let them mama guy you. Things are happening. Real things are happening. Tangible things are happening. So, brothers and sisters, in 2025, when Grenada entered a long-term partnership with Mount Sinai Hospital or health system, we engaged them to construct a modern, world-class, first-class teaching hospital. Not just a hospital. A proper hospital to address the healthcare needs of our communities and our people. With Project Polaris, Grenadians will have access to world-class diagnostics, specialized care, and treatment that is driven by research. So, brothers and sisters, we do not have to go abroad to get the type of care that we need, we will have it right here in Grenada. In addition to that, Project Polaris is going to create a number of jobs for our people. And that's putting money in our people's pockets. So my brothers, my sisters, Grenadians at home and abroad, NDCites in Telescope right now, I ask you tonight to see the direction that this administration is heading. Let us not measure only where we were in June 22, but let us also see where we are going in 2026 and beyond. This NDC administration is building a Grenada where every citizen, no matter their parish, their income, their affiliation, their profession, their gender, or their age, has access to quality health care right here. We are building a healthier Grenada, a Grenada where the health care services are those that we need and that can be provided by us right here in Grenada. Things are happening in the healthcare system. Brothers and sisters, as I end, let me remind you to stay focused. Let me remind you to not get distracted by the Decepticons. Let me remind you to support your MPs, your caretakers, your senators. Let me remind you to get registered. Let me remind you to get your families registered. And when you have done that, how we voting? We voting NDC. We voting NDC. What is the code? Yellow is the code. What is the code? Yellow is the code, because you see, things are happening. Thank you.
Deborah Phillip, go and check out the bar. Deborah Phillip, go and check out Southwest Bar immediately. Deborah Phillip, go and check out Southwest Bar immediately. Watch. I see Abigail come with she wig. Well, here we. You know your boy. I got my backpack.
And he ready?
I pack my backpack. And I make sure I will give my backpack. She have yellow.
The code.
I come with them Grenada wig. I come with a green wig and a red wig. I say, is Grenada not so? Yeah, well, I want to try on the green wig now. Give me a chance now.
That look like blight. That look like blight.
Iceman. What? No.
Try the red.
Oh, looking. What going on with that? Something wrong with that green, boy. What almost killed me here?
Come.
Watch now.
Come.
Tell
Let
me.
me tap you in the back.
Tap it.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
We just showed that spirit there. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we're dealing with the diaspora. Grenada, let's greet our brothers and sisters. Turn to the screens. All you see in the screens? Who all you seeing on the screen? Who you seeing? Me you seeing? So you ain't seeing our people and them in the diaspora? Woo! Well, that's why I say, wave to them. I ain't getting it behind you.
Give them a wave. Give them a wave.
Get them a wave now. All you ready? Because we want to hear from them, so.
Brothers and sisters, make some noise for our family and friends in Florida. Big wave, big flag, big flag.
Yeah. We want to call out the UK. It's the UK in the house.
Make
UK
some
in the house.
noise.
UK, if you're online, let's hear you. UK online? They could say hello? You see them talking? You can't hear them. Well, get up a big wave.
They can hear you. They can hear you.
They're hearing us.
Brothers and sisters, we're gonna bring on our family all the way in Toronto, Canada. Wait for them, wait for them, wait for them. Make some noise for them. Yes.
Yes. And let's hear it for all you put up all your flag, put up all your hand for New York.
Grenada is such a beautiful country. Where come for so much black makers of history. Man, I'm sure that many people will agree.
All right. But we want to send a special greeting to our brothers and sisters just across the sea. You don't see New York?
We ain't see New York. Wave still, because they're going to see all you. We get them a hail up. Yes.
You want to see Happy Hill? No, Happy Hill should be here. Happy Hill has to come here.
Happy Hill come up here.
Yeah.
No, behave yourself. Happy Hill up here.
Yeah. Brothers and sisters, make some noise for Kariaku and P.D. Martinick. And they're looking at us all the way from the beautiful Paradise Beach. So wave your flags for them. Sending love from the big parish to all our brothers and sisters out there in the diaspora and to all of our viewers and supporters online.
Oh, yes. So we get up a big wave. All you see them, but they see all you. So wave again,
Make
man.
some
Let me get up a
noise.
last wave. Yes.
We also want to big up in the comment section Jennifer Walters. I know you see us, we see you too, darling. Honey 5, Edison Toussaint, Samantha Lewis, of course, the court is yellow, and Brandon Lewis all the way from the United States. Make some noise for them! All right.
So yes. So as Abigail and I leave the stage, I want to introduce a speaker from St. George. I tell all the St. George, we don't have no speakers from St. George, all in paying attention. Where we are? We in St. Andrew. And the speaker that we coming to bring on is a gentleman. You know, it's our fella that we call it the radio every morning and talk about people need to dress properly. They have to dress properly. They don't want to hear about the content of your mind, the kind of impact that you have had on the economy of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique through all the work that you have done, through his scholarship, the man is just a genius. and we have him in office. And he is a member of parliament for St. Andrew, Southwest. All you put all your hands together and bring to the microphone Brother Lennox Andrews.
Make some noise! What I want is a scorpion.
Do you like the dance? Do you like the dance? Do you want me to dance again? How do you watch people? A lot of people. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas, Party Chair Sister Gloria Thomas, other members on the head table, and our people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Well, obviously, I want to begin by telling you something. I come out right here. Right here in Telescope, I come out. My home was just over there. And it is here on this ground where I played football, cricket, and also I was a good 400 meters and 800 meters runner. But I also want to tell you that in my growing up here, we used to have a sports club, Telescope Sports Club. And Telescope Sports Club organized, and we had our own football team. And from that football team, we had outstanding players like Pai, and Pai come out right there. We had players like Livon. Livon made national team, a national player. But we also had a cricket team. And we had outstanding players like the late Fimba, the late Scatter, the late Thaddeus. These were outstanding players that Telescope produced. But I also want to tell you that here in Telescope we had a development organization that we call Telescope Community Action Group. And we started to build the pre-primary school you see down the road there. And today, this pre-primary school is now a full-fledged primary school. So my presence here this evening, my people, must be seen as a moment of achievement. It's a moment of happiness. It's a moment of glory. It's a moment of pride for the people of Telescope, of Ford, Paradise, Salisbury Road, Canal Road, Granville, Grand Bras, all of St. Andrew Southwest and St. Andrew Southwest. And today, my friends, as a member of the NDC, I am happy that I am in a position to continue taking decisions to improve the lives of our people. Today, I am living my dreams as an economist, as a custodian of the economic development of my country, and as a transformer in the economic lives of our people. And therefore, as I address you today,
I want to tell you about developments in our economy, the decisions taken by this government over the last 3 years to improve the lives of our people and to make Grenada a better place to live. And I want to start by reminding you that we have fulfilled our promises to the people. We have fulfilled our promises. Promise number 1. We paid public servants their gratuity amounting to over $75 million. And that did not destroy the economy. You know, one of my friends said to me, when he gets the money, when he gets the $250,000 in his hand, he said, "Toz, first time in my life I have so much money in my hand." He said, "Toz, the first thing I do, I pay out my debt. I become debt-free. Then I put aside some money for my child education because I want my child to go to university. And then he tell me he buy a piece of land with plenty not making it. So he makes sure he have an income coming in." Good. The second promise we fulfilled. We pay public workers their salary every 2 weeks. You're getting your money every 2 weeks. And a friend of mine tell me, he said, "Toz, first time I ain't broke. First time I ain't broke because every 2 weeks I have money to spend." Number 3, we raised the minimum wage to $1,200 monthly. And this increased spending, and of course, it made the economy turn around much faster. And mind you, there were people in this country, my friends, who for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, they were working for only $700. For years, they're working for $700, their salary and change. When the minimum wage increased to $1,200, they had enough money. They could even save, and their life would have improved. So make no bones about it. These payments improved and had a positive impact on the affordability of our people. But I also want to say to you, my friends, that apart from these fulfillments, this government, within months of coming into office, paid over $34 million to small businesses to expand and grow their business. And this payout boosted the confidence of the private sector in the economy. And that's why we see today so many investments are taking place in this country. That boost in confidence was further enhanced when the government announced 2 major capital projects to come on stream. The construction of the project Polaris new hospital of over $250 million US, and the construction of 500 Grenadian-style houses. And with close to 100 Grenadians already receiving their entitlements, their piece of paper, to say that they own land in Grenada, our people's confidence and satisfaction were raised to a higher level. But my friends, that's not all. With the passage of Hurricane Beryl, close to $40 million was paid to our farmers and fisher folks. In fact, our fishermen received 37 engines. 37 engines were distributed to our fishermen throughout the country. But more importantly, many of our farmers who got the $4,500 or the $9,000, many of them put back some of that money in the land. They bought fertilizer for $50 a bag. And so today, we see that there is an excess production of bananas, plantain, seasoning pepper, and other agricultural crops. At the same time, the production of cocoa, nutmeg, rebounded. Things happening. Things happening. In the midst of all this good economic performance, my friends, government revenues have been the strongest ever, with surplus arising from a well-regulated CBI program. And with Grenadians for the first time, they were happy to pay their taxes. They were happy to pay their taxes, and they're doing so on time. But I have to say to you, my people, that the performance of the economy of Grenada was not by chance. It was the conscious decision of the government, because we understood very well that to build an economy and to build our economy, we could not have depended solely on the traditional economic sectors like tourism, agriculture, and construction, but that we needed to find new areas of economic activities to widen the economic base of the country if we are to increase income, employment, and output, and to raise our country's gross domestic product. And the gross domestic product is what we work and produce. And hence, government introduced 2 new ministries, 2 new economic sectors. First, there was the creative economy, the creative industry. And then there was the blue economy. And you know what happened? I had the good fortune of being the first minister for these 2 ministries. Give me applause. And with these 2 new ministries, my friends, we see that our people and our young people in particular had new areas of employment. Today, there is a different consciousness in our society. Our people are thinking beyond our shores, and a new attitude towards work and study is being developed, especially among our young people. But in describing the performance of our economy over the last few years, I want to tell you what the latest report of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, what the latest report of the IMF said about the economy of Grenada. And here it is. That report said that in 2024, the economy of Grenada grew by 3.3%. And when we say the economy grew, we mean more people are working. We mean more people have money in their hands to spend. We mean that we are producing more goods and services for us to consume and for us to enjoy. But the IMF report also said that government fiscal performance is comfortable, supported by a well-regulated and prudent savings from the Citizen by Investment Program. The report said that inflation is moderate, about 2%, in spite of global trends in fuel and food prices. It said that the private sector confidence in the economy is high, as the ease of doing business in Grenada is down by 15%. It said that the financial sector is liquid and buoyant, that the banks and credit unions are giving loans to large and small businesses. It said that construction is booming, agriculture has rebounded from barrel, and that the economy is poised to grow by 4.4% in 2025. But my friends, there is one important piece of information about the economy I want to tell you about. And I want you to listen to me. And that piece of information has to do with the level of unemployment in this country. And I'm going to read the facts for you. I have the latest figures on unemployment in Grenada. The latest figures. So here it is. At the end of December 2024, unemployment in Grenada was 11.6%. At the end of March 2025, unemployment in Grenada was 9.9%. At the end of June 2025, unemployment was 9.8%. But I want to tell you this. At the end of October 2025, unemployment in Grenada is down to 7.5%. The lowest ever in the economic history of this country. So this government, my friends, has made history by bringing unemployment down to its lowest level. And I want to further explain to you what that 7.5% really means. The economists would say to you that if you have 4% of your labor force unemployed, you have full employment, which means that there is nobody working, there is no unemployment. If you have 4%, we are at 7.5%. So what that means is that we are 2.5 percentage points away from full employment in this country. So I want you to look out for the next report on the labor force survey in this country. But, my friends, and there is a but this is not all, you know. Because the latest figures also show that unemployment among our youth fell from 24.5% to 14.9%.
Yeah.
This means that our young people are finding meaningful jobs. And these jobs are in construction, they are in the blue economy, they're in the creative industries, they're in agriculture, and they're in the service sector. So our young people are happy. They're happy, they're getting work, things happening. And so, all these good things, my friends, have been enjoyed as well by the people of my St. Andrews Southwest. And here, I want to make specific reference to the villages of Ford, just over there, where at the playing field in Ford, construction is presently taking place of your toilet, your bathroom, and your storeroom, and of your concrete road, and of your bleachers. That will finish by the end of the year. I want to make special reference to the villagers of St. James, where the tough wicket you asked for, is being constructed presently. And I also want to make specific reference to the young ladies in Granborough. They are now being trained to be seamstresses, to be designers. That is happening right now. And I'm telling you, as Christmas approaches, St. Andrew Southwest people, I ask you to look out for your hampers. Look out for your toys. Because I want to ensure that you will have the best Christmas ever. And so as I close, I want to say to you the following. That today, Grenada is a better place to live. Today, Grenada has a new consciousness of working together to build our homeland. Today, Grenadians have great expectations as this government continues to deliver its promises of a better life for all Grenadians. Today, for the first time in many years, Grenadians feel a sense of identity, pride, and dignity and belonging. And this is because there has never been another government that has done so much for its people in 3 years. There has never been another government in this country that in 3 years has paid over $100 million direct cash in the hands of its people. Yeah! And finally, there can be no better government in this country than this NDC government. And therefore, the only government that can run and govern Grenada for the next 20 years is the NDC government. So long may you live the NDC. Long may you live Prime Minister Dick Mitchell and the team of members. Praise and glory to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Let me see your hands up. Let me see your hands up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Put all your hands together for our brother Lennox and Joe. You see how all you have all your hands up? I want to bring a little calm to the meeting at this juncture. Just a little calm. Because over the last few weeks, brothers and sisters, last few months, or since the last rally, we have had a few soldiers who have gone to the great beyond. And we want to take a moment at this juncture to just stand where you are in silence in remembrance of them. The latest such soldier is Brother Luther Samuel Cyrus from Shantimel, who died quite recently. So let us take a moment at this juncture. May their souls rest in peace. You know, I have an opportunity here to do a little advertisement now. So St. Patrick's West, PD R08 and R09 present a 5-a-side boots on the field football competition. Registration is only $10 a player. Over 3,000 in prizes. When? Sunday the 30th November, starting from 3 p.m. at the Filbert Frame Recreational Grounds, Shantimel, St. Patrick. So the first prize is $1,000, second prize $700, third prize $500, fourth $300, top scorer $200, youngest $100, oldest $100. Oldest, boy, when I reach a certain age, you have to stop playing football. But anyway, we take it a bit. And we have prizes for crowd participation. We got music by a popular DJ, Wellstock Ice Cold Bar. And it's sponsored by the one and only Honorable Joseph Andol. When I tell you things happening, brothers and sisters. And I walk with my paper, so I had to tell all you who coming next. This gentleman, they don't say he popular. They don't say he look like Uncle Gary. They don't say he all about. They don't say he effective.
1, 2.
They don't say all kind of thing.
1, 2.
About that gentleman. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sticking. Put all your hands together and welcome to the microphone the MP from the Great South. His name is Akiyaya Andy Williams.
Yeah. Let me see your flags in the air. Just like Sokamona.
Must be the money where me got and me pants and me shirt and me shoes and me socks and the Benz and me drive and the bling and me watch and on me make a gal want play and me last punchline them a shot and the beat them fat jump down back that say a bad mind for that she a girlfriend fat and a me a stop.
Okay, DJ, cut it. NDCites, I can't hear you. Minister Andrew, you tell me when I come in telescope and I say NDCites, I'll get the biggest NDCites ever. NDCites! Chairperson, Chairlady, Honorable Gloria Thomas, Party Leader and Prime Minister of Grenada, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, former Leader and Prime Minister of Grenada, the Honorable Tillman Thomas, former Leader of the National Democratic Congress, the Honorable Nazim Burke, members of the executive of the EOC and the NEC, caretakers, MPs, friends, party stalwarts, other Grenadian patriots. Tonight, I want us to take a moment of silence. One moment of silence, everyone, for the NMP. Let me stand. Let's stand. Let's stand. Let's stand. Let me hear you say. I want to hear you say NDC. 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 I can't hear you. Lovely. Hold that chant there for a while. So I want to tell you good night now, right? Good night to the soldiers of the National Democratic Congress. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the road ahead? I can't hear you.
Yeah!
Are you ready to defend your progress? Are you ready to keep this progress marching forward? Comrades, tonight, I stand here as your field commander in battle to keep Grenada in safe hands. I'm reporting for duty. I want to pause for a moment to reflect on the message of the speakers before. Their voices were powerful. They set the tone. They reminded us of the work ahead and of the progress we have already made. As I stand here, I feel energized and ready to carry that mission forward and burn this message into the heart of every supporter in this venue and online. My people, can I get some water, please? My people, they say nothing happening. My people, they say nothing happening. Tell them things happening. And tell them we moving. Tell them we moving. Free education moving. More jobs moving. Youth development moving. Housing moving. The creative industry moving. Night landing in Carriacou moving. International respect for Grenada. And national pride. You see, comrades, every achievement you heard tonight is real. Every gain is yours. And every step forward is because of you the people. Decided on June 23rd, 2022, that enough was enough and that Grenada deserved better. So say it with me, we started it. Say it with me, we started it. Say it with me, we started it. And we're not going to stop now. Let me take this moment to speak directly to you, the heartbeat of the NDC. You are the reason the work continues. You are the energy of this party. You are the ones who sparked this transformation. It was your courage on June 23rd, 2022 that changed the direction of this nation. It is your belief that fuels every school repair, every scholarship, every new road, every new opportunity for our young people. You see, comrades, when the party moves, it moves because you push. When the nation rises, it rises because you stand tall. Let me hear you say it louder. We are the heartbeat. We are the heartbeat. We are the engine of progress. Because without you, there is no progress, no momentum, and no mission. Now listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. Guys, listen to me carefully. There's a talk on the street that says NDC is a one-term government. Is that so? There's a talk on the street that talk about curses and the history of the NDC. But let me tell you tonight, NDCites, I want you to feel me. The curse was lifted on June 23rd, 2022. This administration is no one-term government. This administration is here to stay. Now, let me make a little joke here, Guys, I see the bowling bouncers at me. The bowling bouncers at me. And I'm saying it's like the memory shot. The last time they bowled bouncers at me, you know what happened to them? The last time they bowled bouncers at me, let me tell you what happened to them. They could do whatever they want. They could bowl bouncers whenever they want. They could never stop 6. I hope they're listening. Listen. They're talking about disunity in our party. Like their new job now is to spread rumors. Friends, rumors spread by desperate people in a state of panic as they see their own party crumbling.
Splash, yo, them spreading rumors about me, telling peer lies, rumors, some bad mind guys, rumors, Jesus Christ, rumors are fly like flies.
Thank you, DJ.
Flies.
Comrades, NDCites, people are running from the NMP house. You know why they're running? Because the NMP is a house that is crumbling. It is standing on a pillar that is 79 years old. I hear me well, brothers and sisters, when I say there is love and harmony in the NDC. Look at the love our Prime Minister is getting here tonight. The NDC is strong. The NDC is united. And the NDC will be here for 25 more years. Brothers and sisters, we have one commander-in-chief. Some people have 2 and 3 commander-in-chief. Our commander-in-chief is the Honorable Deacon Amos. Deacon Amos. Some just call him Baby Jesus. Some just call him the pilot. I call him a personal friend, a genuine patriot, and one who has the country interests at heart. Let me hear you say, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Never 2. A leader that is on the ground. A leader able to withstand pressure. A leader who keeps his composure. But comrades, we have to defend our leader. We have to defend our leader. So let the haters and prophet of doom put that in their pipe and smoke it.
Place done, no. Argument, that done, no. Place done, no.
Carry on, no. Everybody put the flags in the air, no. I tell you already, a moment of silence for the NMP. But comrades, the NDC is not just preparing for an election. We are preparing for the next generation. Hence, you the people are asking for a second term, a third term, a fourth term, a fifth term. But guess what? We are here as long as you the people decide. You know why? Because we are a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. From the turnout tonight, I am happy. I come back, the choice is clear. And either we slip backward into chaos or we move forward with integrity. Across this country, our constituencies are strengthening. Our ground machine is working day and night. Our systems are being tightened. Our structures are being built. Our team is focused, disciplined, and prepared. The party is readying itself
So comrades, you must be ready. Say it to me, we ready. We steady. Are we moving? Brothers and sisters, hear me well. Progress does not defend itself. Development does not defend itself. Transformation does not defend itself. You, the people, must defend it. Every new job, every training program, every improved service, these are yours. And even if we don't defend them, the folks who want to pull Grenada backward will gladly take them away. So here's the mission. Ignore the rumors and they take $100,000. Yeah? And they and Deacon fighting. One to them. Avoid the distractions. They're walking out of parliament. What? But their bridge is theirs. Tell them put a bridge in their pocket. So let me tell you, comrades, stay focused on the work. Spread the facts and the real achievement. Say it again. Ignore the noise. Stay focused. Defend the progress. Because this is not politics as usual. This is a call to action. This is a call to stand firm. This is a call to prepare for the battles ahead. Tonight, I am giving you marching orders. Talk to your family. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your co-workers. Talk to the young people. Talk to those who are waiting to see. Talk to those who went to show. And tell them progress is happening. Are we not turning? My people, Grenada is rising. The work has started. The foundation is strong. And the future is bright. Because you are standing in it. So tonight, stand tall, stand firm, stand ready. Because the NDC is ready for battle. And now you, the people, must match that readiness. So say it to me one last time. We ready? We ready? We united? We united? We defending our progress? Forward ever. Forward ever. Forward ever. Last time, NDC. NDC. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters.
Blaze done, no. Argument, just done, no.
Check. No man DJ, keep the music rolling. All right. Watch. We had a moment of silence already. So we go have the happy hour just now. Yeah? All right. Brothers and sisters, allow me to introduce a powerhouse. Somebody said, Somebody said, ouch. Somebody said, pinch me. Don't pinch somebody there, you know. Brothers and sisters, I want to introduce to you a woman who has turned the tables completely around. A woman who sat, who looked and said, you know what? I need to go over there. A woman who realized that she was in the wrong space and she had to be in the right place. Brothers and sisters, put your hands together, put your flags together as we bring on Sister Delma.
yellow. By the look of things, you are ready to vote. Tell the Prime Minister call the date. Tell the Prime Minister call the date. Because you are here in your numbers. I want to say to the chairman and the chairwoman that this is the first time in a setting like this. So tonight is my debut. I say no more. My fellow NDCites, let we talk plain and from the heart, because tonight is about truth, gratitude, and progress. Because before I say anything, I want to express something deeply to you and to the entire team. Thank you for accepting me, for welcoming me, and for giving me a home. And I'm proud to be an NDCite. And only death will remove me. I know some of you started to get fidgety when you hear the orange coming. And you say you're frightened that Delma might go with the orange. Nothing so. According to Talpuri, no matter what. Many of you know my journey. I served in another place. I worked hard. I gave my best. And I always fought for people. But I reached to a point where I could no longer speak freely, where sharing an honest opinion made me an enemy and sidelined, where ideas were blocked instead of welcome, a space where people inside were encouraged to attack me, a space. You're not hearing me?
One.
I'm still one place. Okay. A space where people inside were encouraged to attack me. A space where any little assistance they gave me was later used to reproach me and hold over my head. I even lived through the insult of someone working in the constituency while I was still the MP. I leave all of that, and where the way I believe in serving became restricted. When I walked away, it wasn't out of bitterness, and certainly it wasn't out of greed for money, as they will try to make you believe. I walked away because I needed space to breathe, space to speak openly, and to serve without fear of barriers. Brothers and sisters, I never expected a ministry, nor did I ever ask for one. What I wanted was simply opportunity to serve my people freely and honestly. Our beloved Prime Minister knew that from the very beginning. I made it clear before even joining the team. And yet, his confidence in me is what later led to ministerial appointment. And not because I sought it, but because I hinted at it, but because he believed in the work, the commitment, and the heart I brought to serving the nation. I've always said people didn't vote for me so I could take care of myself or my family. They voted for me to serve them. That remains my guiding principle, and that will never change. Today, I am finally part of a family where I can express myself freely, share ideas openly, disagree respectfully, and still feel valued. A space that lifts people up instead of tearing them down. And that's the difference between leaders. One who rule by fear and a leader who rule with respect, or who lead with respect. Our leader, the Honorable, the most Honorable Deacon Mitchell, do not silence our voice, but instead he give us a voice. Our leaders stand with us in the open and not chastise us beyond closed doors. And that is why the NDC is my home and safe space, because it gives me what I was denied before: respect and a voice that is valued. The NDC is my home to stay. And you all present here, you are my family. I want Sister Gloria Thomas to stand. I want to thank Sister Gloria openly for clearing the way and inviting me to be part of this great family. Yeah! Take a bow. Yes, you can sit down. I want to thank the team for accepting me. Thank you, team. And I want to thank the best political leader I know for welcoming me with open arms, showing me where I truly belong. I stand proud, supported, and serving with all my heart. I am happy in a family where my voice matters. I am part of a team where I can be my free-spirited self without apology. I can truly say I found a home built on dignity, respect, and purpose. Under this young, vibrant, fearless NDC government led by our Prime Minister, we delivered. We shifted system people thought could never move. We corrected wrongs people believe never can be fixed. We brought energy, focus, and accountability to leadership. And as the proud parliamentary representative for St. Andrew Northwest, I must big up my people. St. Andrew Northwest in the house? St. Andrew Northwest in the house? Because you all are the backbone of everything we achieve in the constituency. Look around our constituency. The work is real. Roads repaired, bridge repaired, community spaces revived, youth opportunities expanding, support reaching families who in need. As I walk through your communities, the warmth, love, and confidence you place in me and the government, I carry it with humility and deep gratitude. St. Andrew Northwest, you would agree, like in all the other areas in St. Andrew, that things are happening. Things are happening in St. Andrew Northwest, and you must be proud of the work being done for you and with you. Now let us talk about where we came from. Remember when teachers and public officers was working to rule? Do you remember? You see, I do not want you to forget. Because last Friday, as I stood with emotion in the National Stadium, watching the finals of the Star Mall football, where our secondary children were with excitement, sports return in school. And that's because of the dark salary. Children missing extracurricular activities. Parents frustrated, students losing opportunities. Well, look at us today. No more work to rule. Are you hearing that? No more work to rule in the schools. And now what we have is that children are able to have all the different sporting disciplines, even in the primary school. Dark salaries repaid. I want the teachers not to forget. But I know that the teachers are not forgetting that their salaries were repaid by this bunch of the NDC government. Remember we said it was rookie, I was there too. When we say it was rookie and then not going to last 1 year. This is 3 years and counting. And while you're asking for election, we still have 1 more plus year to go. Our teachers are respected again. Every month by monthly salary in full effect. In schools, we put coaches in classrooms and on the field because our children's future is not optional. And progress back. Years of talk, years of excuses. They said it was too expensive. And today, shining bright, delivered by this government. A game changer. Yeah! And I'm treading in somebody's territory, but I need to say that because repetition. Over 300 teachers regularized and 100 more to be regularized. You're going to hear it from the Minister of Education, but we need to repeat. Hospital workers being regularized too, because no sector should feel forgotten. Imani trainees are being transitioned into meaningful engagement. No longer in Imani. I want to correct one member who said that they're getting more as Imani. Not as Imani, they're getting more as permanent workers. They're getting more better salaries. No more 10 years acting, temporary or contract workers living in limbo. I was once in the Ministry of Health, and everyone who came up to talk was saying, acting director, acting. So I used to say, well, this is Hollywood. But we no longer have in Hollywood because we are regularizing our healthcare workers because we believe they are important. Every sector. Our government has restored dignity and stability. These are not small wins, brothers and sisters. These are transformational wins. So I want you to hear this clearly. Do not take these gains for granted. We tackled what others ignored. We solved problems others avoided. We raised the bar for leadership and service. This bold, educated, energetic, young NDC team didn't just show up. They changed the game. So tonight, with the evidence in your homes and in your communities and your daily life, I say it proudly. You asked for progress, we delivered. You asked for fairness, we secured it. You asked for leadership, we provided it. And together, we are building a Grenada for all, and we are not going back. Brothers and sisters, we are not going back. We are moving. We are moving. And I want to leave you with this. Repeat it, share it, and remind your neighbor. Things are happening in this country. Real delivery taking place. And to those who still standing on the sideline, watching progress pass them by, now is the time to step forward and join Grenada's rise. To the youths, this is your moment to step up, get involved, and be a part of the change. The NDC's policy put you first. Your education, your opportunities, your voice. So grab your space and let's build the future together. To those who were hurt, when I left the other place, I felt your pain. But initially, I felt hurt too. But on reflection, it was a blessing. And so I encourage you to come on board. One lady messaged me and she said, after I didn't hear her for maybe 2+ years, and she was upset that I left, she said she'll be right here. And a while ago, just before I came to speak, she said, she is in the crowd. I said, welcome. There is room for you. So welcome to all the people who are coming forward. Because as the rally was announced, people were asking for jerseys in their numbers. People who never supported us before. So I want to say to you as I close that St. Andrew Northwest will be a safe seat for the National Democratic Congress come election. Because they are aware that under the government of the NDC, one thing is clear as day. We are not going back. Not to always, not to all politics, not to no stagnation. Forward is the mission. The mission is, and Grenada must rise together. I thank you.
I want to hear you sing it. Sing. Oh, yeah?
Feel like she new burn. Inside the session. Party kicking up.
What we do?
She put
Okay, Mr. DJ, I don't want nobody whining back yet. Right? Not just yet. Not just yet. Yeah. I know y'all been asking for a rally, waiting for it. And Sister Delma, put your hands again together for Sister Delma.
Yeah!
Watch. First she and Sister Gloria walking together. They start to look like sisters, you know. Take a look. Watch them. I see Sister Delma from afar the other day. I had to make sure. I said, who is that Gloria? Delma. I had to watch and take a better look at her. And guess what? That's what happens when you're a family. That's what happens when you have a lot of love in the heart. Right, yes. Turn to your neighbor and give them a big hug. Turn to the person next to you and give them a big hug. And that's how we do it in the NDC family. And Sister Delma, you being on the best side of life is indeed a blessing and a blessing for us all. So 2 important bits of announcement. We just want to encourage you. There's a solid bar to my right. We encourage you to patronize the stalls on the bar. Go and ask for Derek. Tell him I send you, and he will give you something on the house. He might tell you have to pay $5 for it, but don't watch that. Tell Derek I send you. Right? So if you're feeling thirsty, just go across there, ask for Derek, and tell him Abigail send you. Right? You may have to pay a $5 or $10, but just tell him I sent you, right? And it's on the house. Loving the, it's on the, hey. It's on the tent. Let me not use that word. It's on the, it's on the tent. Brothers and sisters, I want to introduce our next speaker. He is known as a giant slayer. Let me tell you something. I see an announcement they having something in Telescope, I ain't calling name, but follow me. They having thing in Telescope. But you know why they can't come in Telescope? They don't put light. Where they going? Where they going? So when they realize what they're supposed to do, they ain't do. I see another announcement balling cancel. I say, uh-oh. But let it think they're coming on this light. No. In the heart, right? We're going to let our light shine. Brother David, let your light shine before men. Very good. Brothers and sisters, put your hands together as I call to the stage the next MP for this constituency. None other than Brother David Andrews.
Bongo man, don't give up. Bongo man, live up.
Yeah!
Bingy man, don't give up.
At all, we not give up.
Hi, my name is Daniela Christopher, and I'm a resident of Telescope. And I'm just here to talk about all the good work that David Andrew has been doing. We are very pleased with the work that he's doing because a lot of things was neglected for a lot of years, and now he's just opening our eyes to see what a real government could do for their people. So first of all, I want to talk about the road that's leading by the Telescope School. This road was dilapidated for a number of years, and now it is fixed. I think it's over 840 feet of road, and it's all done just for the convenience of the people of Telescope. So where I live, this piece of road was there for eons. Every time an election was coming, they would do a little piece and leave it, do a little piece and leave it. But when Mr. Andrew came in, he did the entire road. He did the slipper drain to go right down to the junction. So I'm very pleased with that. This road is located in the back of SAS School. Also, he was instrumental in bringing the WASH program to Telescope and Small Bay. So many people got bathroom and toilet, and we are very pleased with that, because we know once you have bathroom and toilet, you think a little highly of yourself and you appreciate that. So we are very pleased with that. There are so many other programs that I know of. People are getting materials to build houses. People are getting materials to help them in other areas. So we are very pleased about that. Even as the Minister of Education, I am extremely pleased with all the progress that are being made. Lots of our children in Telescope who are going to TAMCC, who are going to Newlo, they have free tuition now. So I'm very pleased because my son is in Form 2 and he will benefit from a free laptop. So I'm extremely pleased with that. Overall, Mr. Andrew is doing a very good job, and I'll be very pleased to see him as the next MP of St. Andrew Southeast. Correction, he will be the next MP of St. Andrew Southeast. And how can I possibly forget that we got Progress Park light up? After all these years, we got Progress Park light up. And also, if you look behind me, Telescope is lighted as well. So thank you so much, Senator. We appreciate it so much. So things are definitely happening in St. Andrew Southeast.
We're moving forward, forward, forward. Move the country forward, forward, forward. With NDC forward, forward, forward.
Good night, Telescope. Good night, Telescope. And thank you very much for your warm welcome. Thank you very much, Donnelly, for a very succinct summary. It seems like I don't probably have to say as much tonight because she's done quite a lot of it. Allow me to acknowledge our political leader and Prime Minister, Honorable Dickon Mitchell. Allow me to acknowledge the Big Four MPs and caretakers, other cabinet colleagues and members of government, former Prime Minister and political leader, Uncle Tilly Thomas, Brother Nazim Buck, former political leader, members of the NEC, friends, supporters, colleagues, comrades, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Telescope under the lights. Lights that have been turned on officially only tonight for the first time. Lights that this progressive NDC government, led by our Honorable Dickon Mitchell, was able to deliver. Lights that other governments before 2022 were not able to deliver. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Andrew Southeast, a seat that come next election, 2027, God's willing, I will bring home to the heart of the National Democratic Congress. Tonight, brothers and sisters, I am tasked with the responsibility to share briefly of the major projects happening across St. Andrew Southeast, as well as give insights into key developments in the education sector. This evening, I am tempted to tell you about all of the wonderful things happening across St. Andrew Southeast. I can easily talk about the Lambert Bridge project. I can talk about the repairs to the community center in Crowshoe that is currently taking place, or the Ammer Road project in Mamacan, or the new road extension in Cafe, or the Farm Road project in Post Royal, or the bath and change room facilities on the Hope Beach, or the new pavements in Marquis and Montfan, the lights in Soubise, or the Fish Market Road down on Griffin Lane, Grenville, the road on the side of the field going down right there. I can easily talk about the primary school road, or the wash and the bathroom facilities that we handed over last week. And I can tell you about many other things happening across this beautiful constituency. But tonight, I will only talk to you about 3 of them. I will talk to you about Lambert Bridge. I will talk to you about what's happening at Hope. And I will talk to you about Telescope. Things are happening. Real things happening. So let's talk about the Lambert Bridge. In that project, brothers and sisters, the river was dredged to control the flow of water, to protect homes and property. We remember what happened last year? Last year, November, we had a lot of rains and homes were destroyed. And Brave, yes, I see you there. Your whole shop went. And we had a lot of damage there. So when we went to that community, it started at the foot of Modest Hill. We dredged the river. Some families there were complaining that for years the water used to be coming in and damaging their homes, damaging their property, and going through all their yards. We started there. We dredged the river, controlled the water. They were very appreciative. And then we went down in Lambert Bridge proper, did the same thing. But not only that, we expanded the road. We installed protective guardrails. We installed slipper drains, and that too is broadening the road. And we installed the pond for recreation. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody who has passed in the area has spoken highly of that project. And you know what they say? Well, why was this not thought about before? Why did nobody before do this project? Well, the answer is simple. The Dickon Mitchell-led NDC government was not in office. And the people who were in office before then had other concerns. They had more concerns about staying in office and remaining in power than improving the lives of people. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when there is no vision, the people perish. I want to move quickly and talk to you about hope, the hope transformation. You would remember that earlier this year, we introduced lights at the Hope Beach because we are truly interested in upgrading and improving the ambience there so that people can have a genuine recreational space. So the lights were introduced, and since Easter, people have been able to have their activities under the lights at the Hope Beach. But not only that, at the moment, we are currently constructing bath and change room facilities there. And the people love it. The people love it. Not only that, only yesterday, as part of the Youth Month activities led by the Ministry of Youth, the young people, the youth, along with the youth officers for St. Andrews Southeast, they did a cleanup and they installed benches that they constructed, and they installed a beautiful Welcome to Hope Beach sign. Ladies and gentlemen, even among the young people, things happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to this lovely village. This village where we are hosting this tonight. Telescope. Much has been happening here, but I will speak about, again, three things. I'll talk about the Telescope Primary School Road, the lights, and the wash. We love you too. I love you too. That's my people and them. Where me say posse there? Where me St. Andrews Southeast posse? I hearing you. Right. So ladies and gentlemen, the primary school road, it's not very far away from here. But for decades, that primary school road was left in disrepair, broken, as if no one cared about its repair. As if no one cared about the Grenadian children and the generations of children who had to trek that road every day, or their parents who had to drop them, or the motorists who had to use those broken and jagged roads for decades. And upon becoming the NDC caretaker, the people said, Minister, we need this road fixed. This road is important to us. One even went as far as to say, Minister, if you fix that road and you give us the lights, you're safe with us. You're sure on Telescope. They said that to me, you know. So Telescope, I'm holding you to it. But I'm happy, ladies and gentlemen, to officially report that we opened that road about 2 months ago. 840 plus feet of roads and slipper drain. And that has improved the aesthetics of the village of Telescope. And people have noticed and commented that they feel lifted and elevated because of that road. I want to talk about these lights. The lights that we are enjoying tonight. You see, for years, this community has lamented the need for lights. And they were promised over and over and over. And some people say every time it was close to an election, somebody would come and promise them, yes, you're going to get it. But I heard the young men speaking and they say, watch, all the old talk, them people and before were giving, you see who come and put the lights? You see who put the lights down? And they were giving credit to Mr. Andrew. Yes, my brother. Thank you. Right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is a community that always has people sweating on an evening. You must just pass by, there are young footballers, there are persons sweating, there are persons playing a game. And so their desire and their dream is today answered. Thanks to my colleagues, thanks to this government, we have lit this park. And so, I want to serve early notice because Mr. Levon Williams, I hope you're somewhere in the crowd. Mr. Levon Williams runs a junior football academy right here every week and sometimes on evenings during the week. And he has dozens of young children training in football. Well, I'm giving you notice, sir. We are going to collaborate with the Ministry of Sports to ensure that we have a sponsored competition under the lights coming very soon. So we're going to utilize the lights. I want to talk about the WASH program, water and sanitation, water access and sanitation in homes. And that was spoken to a bit by Dr. Tessa St. But last week, ladies and gentlemen, we were able to hand over, just in Small Bay and further down in Big Bay, about 20 indoor bathroom facility, quality indoor bathroom facilities with lights and tiles and all these fine fittings. You see, this one was not something that the constituents asked for. This one was the brainchild of our Honorable Prime Minister. When he did his pilot in Belle Isle and he said, colleagues, this is transformative. This is empowering. This is bringing dignity. So we have to replicate it across our entire constituencies. And so we chose Telescope. And so I'm happy. This will bring dignity. It will bring pride. It will bring public health and economic benefits to the recipients of this area. If I tell you the stories that they've shared as we walked and observed the project, your heart will be warmed. But they've shared great stories of appreciation. And you know what is interesting, brothers and sisters? None of the recipients was asked, yes, dear, see you too, love you too. None of the recipients was asked, which party you supporting? What is your political affiliation? Before they were given or they were put on the list for the WASH program. Because we are representing and we want to represent everybody as a government. But ladies and gentlemen, while I want to stay and tell you about all of the fantastic things happening across the constituency, apart from my role as the NDC caretaker, I have been honored to serve as the Minister for Education for the last 3.5 years. Prime Minister, thank you for affording me that privilege to serve in this very important role and function. I love you too, dear. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this government views education as a major part of its development strategy. This government views education as a vehicle for lifting people out of poverty. You see, it's not just giving somebody $10 or $20 every week. It's not just telling them, come by me, I will give you every week a hamper. No, because at the end of the day, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years will pass, and you would still be in a position of poverty. We believe that education is the single most important tool in pulling people out of poverty. It is a tool for creating generational shifts. And so this government believes in education. It believes in the power of education to transform individual lives, to transform the fortunes of their families, and indeed our entire society. It is for that reason that in the last budget presentation, education received the single largest allocation, $183 million. It's for that reason. You see, this means, brothers and sisters, that the nutmeg farmer's daughter from Beauregard, or the fisherman's son from Soubise, or the farine producer's child from Munich, or the child of the hard-working parent from Pearls can all use this medium, this avenue, to climb to any level they want to climb to. Our PM could tell you his stories. He came from humble beginnings, but education allows him to be where he is today. I can tell you my stories. My father was a farmer and a mason. My mother was a housemaker, a homemaker. But because of their insistence on education, I am able to stand before you today as Minister for Education. You see, I have the pleasure of sharing a few of the achievements within education that this government has spearheaded within the last 3+ years in relation to making education more accessible and cheaper. You see, if education is not accessible, we're wasting time. And if education is not affordable, we're still wasting time. So this government has moved to make sure that education is both cheaper or affordable and accessible. And so the first thing I'll talk about is universal secondary education. In 2022, September, this government reintroduced universal secondary education so that every child, every 11+ child who attempted the CPEA exam, the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment Exam, was able to be placed in a secondary school. That makes sure that every child gets access and no one is left behind. And it reduces the opportunity for stigma and stigmatization of those who may be felt to be performing lower than others. Not only that, but in that very year, the government moved to remove the fees associated with games fee, lab fee, security fee for primary and secondary school, making education a lot more affordable and more accessible for every Grenadian child across the entire Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I want to talk about the free meals, because that is another medium through which the government seeks to make education more accessible. The government has removed all of the charges associated with the meal program. The free meal program, we call it school feeding, but its official designation is the Healthy Start Nutrition Program, because it's more than meals. It's about nutrition, it's about getting active, it's about fitness, all of these things, and you'll hear more. But since we have removed the fees, I'm happy to report that more students are benefiting. More of our Grenadian children are benefiting from the program. Prior to the removal of the fees, we were servicing about 10,000 students daily. But since we have removed the fees for the feeding program, we service a whooping 16,000 students a day, thanks to this government and the removal of the fees. Things happening. I want to talk quickly about TAMCC and NULO and the free tuition policy. You see, in 2023, this government introduced the free tuition policy, where the government started paying the tuition of $810 for all students transitioning from secondary school who wanted to go to TAMCC or to NULO. We were paying those fees. You know, that meant increased access. This was to encourage young people to come from the blocks and continue their education so that they can get better opportunities, become better educated, embrace the skills opportunities that were available. And I'm happy to report that since then, every year, the enrollment figures, both in NULO and in TAMCC, have been trending upwards. So, the enrollment since 2023 has been consistently over 2,000 at TAMCC. And hear what? In 2024 alone, the completion rate, in other words, the number of students who have completed TAMCC, is over 2,000 as well. So we are enrolling over 2,000 consistently, and in 2024, we have over 2,000 completing. This means that there's less dropouts, and more students are completing their education thanks to the free tuition policy. You see, contrary to popular opinion in the opposition camp. You see, they keep saying that the free tuition policy is a failed policy and people are dropping out and people not going to TAMCC because they don't have bus money. Well, make that make sense. The statistics are telling you what the realities are. I want to talk quickly about the laptops and e-books. You would remember quite well that not too long ago in October, and the testimonial talked about it, that her son is benefiting. The government moved to introduce laptops and e-books for students in secondary schools, the Form 1 and 2 students. Thank you, comrade. Yes, for Form 1 and 2 students. And those quality laptops were accompanied by e-books, electronic copies of the books that were actually aligned to the book list. Not the kind of papi show thing that we were trying to do many times before. The real books that are on the real book list. And so some 3,875 laptops were distributed to Form 1s and 2 students. But this is just part of it, because this means that more students could access the online learning ecosystem that we are trying to develop and strengthen for them. They can access it online, offline, on several different devices. And so this is improving the access that people have to education in a vastly modernizing education sector. That's right. This investment in the future of our young people and our students was valued at $9.2 million East Caribbean dollars. Things are happening for them too. I want to talk now about the first generation scholarship program. This is a very transformative program. In our manifesto, we committed as a government, in waiting then, to work towards having at least one university graduate come from every household. And so, to flesh that out, we have partnered with Monroe University to launch the first generation scholarship opportunity, where we target households where nobody has gone to university before. Households where there is nobody who has a university degree. And to date, since we have launched this program in 2025, we now have 111 recipients of those scholarships, fully funded, fully paid for, in partnership with the government of Grenada and Monroe University. Monroe has campuses in New York, they have in St. Lucia, and some are doing it online. Now I just want you to imagine the benefits that will be derived to these families. Families who ordinarily may not have felt that they had the opportunity to go to university. Families who ordinarily may not have felt that they had the money, the finances to go to university. This government is committed. This NDC-led government is committed to continuing to transform lives through education. This government is at work for the people. As I conclude, some water it is. As I conclude, I want to say that this NDC government has raised the bar of representation of our people. And we're not going back. You hear what I said? This NDC government has raised the bar of representation of our people. And we're not going back. You see, I tell some people, even when you hear people say, I ain't seeing you, I ain't seeing you, I ain't seeing you, that and all is a reflection of how high we have raised the bar. You know why? Because before, people had grown to expect that the only time you come around is when it's time for elections. But now we have started deliberately going to all communities and being so visible that they have come to expect to see us ever so often, and sometimes more often than is humanly possible. But that is a good sign that we have raised the bar there too. So there are a number of things that the NDC government has done to raise the bar. For one, the town halls. No other government has accounted to the people in the consistent way that this Dickon Mitchell-led NDC government has accounted to the people through town halls. We're raising the bar. The fact that this government has been able to empower MPs to better serve their constituents is also raising the bar. The government through the parliament has allowed parliamentarians to receive a stipend, an allowance that was not there before. This is so that they can do their work, because you have some MPs right now who are not government ministers. How are they surviving? You have some senators who are not ministers, who don't have ministerial portfolios. How are they surviving? But this act is actually raising the bar of representation of the people. So you have no excuse not to represent the people when they elect you. We're raising the bar. Then the introduction of the $10,000 to elected MPs is also raising the bar, because it allows the elected MPs to be able to better serve the people who elect them, the people they represent. And I want to say, for the records, senators don't get that. So I'm not getting it, because I am not yet the elected MP. So I don't have that 10,000 to represent the people. But nonetheless, it is one example of how we have raised the bar of representation of the people. And the most recent one is the purchase and the procurement of the vehicles for the parliamentary representatives in each constituency to be able to represent the people. This government through the parliament is raising the bar of representation. You see, this shows strong leadership and raising the representation of the people. So, on this matter of leadership, PM, I want to thank you for demonstrating strong, principled, decisive, and humble leadership. I am happy and delighted to be part of his team, and he is a leader that I can follow with little challenge. But I managed to hear, coming from the opposition sources, that there, and when I say the opposition sources, the opposition leader, and when I say that, I mean the freshly minted one. Well, the freshly minted one. I happen to hear, coming from those sources, that there's a leadership crisis in the country. Well, I don't know where these people are living, because there ain't no leadership crisis in this Deacon Mitchell-led NDC government or party. And so I don't know where they're living. There is no crisis in the government for leadership. There is no crisis in the country for the leadership. But you know, there is a concept in psychology called projection. And this is a condition where somebody begins to unconsciously probably attribute their own unacceptable traits or feelings about themselves on another person or another group. Oops. The country is still wondering, they're still not sure who the real opposition leader is. Imagine that members of the opposition, they were involved in parliament discussions that agreed that those vehicles will be purchased for the use of members of parliament to serve their constituents, because that parliamentary, the House committee was made up of opposition members and government members. And they came together and agreed that those vehicles were going to be purchased. And so the government budgeted for it, and through the parliament, they purchased it. But yet, lo and behold, one member of the team on the other side jumps up and says, I don't want it. I ain't taking it. I'm leaving it there. And you wonder, and guess what? The others follow. And that makes me wonder, you know that little rhyme? Find the leader, leader, leader. Find the leader. Who is the leader, leader, leader? Who is the leader? And he got change the leader. You know it. But that makes me ask one question. My question is, brothers and sisters, is this, in this era of improved representation, is this the kind of leadership we want for St. Andrews Southeast? Is this the kind of leadership we want for our Grenada? Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I love you too. it's very laughable and disrespectful that in some opposition quarters, you're hearing talk about rescuing you and rescuing the country. I have a question. Who under God's good heaven wants to be rescued from all these good things that are happening? Nobody in their right mind. You see, the statement, "we will rescue you," being made by the other side is disrespectful because it suggests that you don't know what you're doing. It suggests that you don't know what you did on the 23rd of June, 2022. In other words, they think you're stupid. And I take offense to that. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, let them know that you ain't stupid, that you know what you're doing, and that you already rescued Grenada in June 2022. The 23rd of June 2022, you rescued Grenada already. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, you're big and you have sense. Things happening. Big things happening. Real things happening. And more things to come. Stick with this winning NDC team led by our Honorable Dickon Mitchell, PM and political leader. And together, let's keep moving Grenada forward and making more things happen. Thank you very much.
Telescope, make some noise for Brother Andrews. I feel like I want to see that dance one more time, Brother Andrew. You have any energy left in you? Yeah, man. Come. That's why you're talking about. See young people singing it. Yeah, man. I want that dance one more time. You gotta teach me how to do that dance. Don't make me rip my pants in. All right.
Keep your culture. Don't be afraid of the
Wash off, say. No. You see, Prime Minister, you gotta teach me how to. I don't know if it's right foot for.
This is Rasta man, not wig man.
All see, watch. Mr. DJ. All see my Prime Minister, but I say people are commenting me wig down there, Prime Minister bashing me wig up. Kind of thing. Don't worry. I go get a little dreadlock for next time. But in the meantime and between time, I want to remind Telescope people, and this is serious business. All you say, all you voting for David Andrew, make sure when the bell ring and you get your 21 days and you go to the voting station, you put a sign by there. Where you putting the sign by there? All right. Telescope, you made a promise. The NDC-led government has made promises and has kept their promises. And we're also asking you to keep your promise when that time comes around. Do you agree? All right. We have one more speaker before our main featured speaker. And this is all of us brother, internet nephew. If you ever open Facebook any day and he don't post nothing, you know something wrong. Brothers and sisters, without further ado, a youth who has stood with the National Democratic Congress since he was on his mother's breast. A young man that has been in more rallies than anybody else. A young man who stands firm in what he believes in. A young man who chooses to align with the best party there is. Make some noise. Put your hands together as we welcome none other than Jordan Alexander. Come, make some noise. Yeah.
Anything where you wish you will, you better wish it for your head. I wish pure that.
What we telling them?
Me just get the paper them. Me just get the remedy. Bad mind and jealousy. Oh, have you seen me dead? Me just get the remedy.
Good evening, St. Andrews Southeast. NDCites. Hello. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to kill any cockroach tonight. I am here for something much more important, to speak directly to the young people of this nation. Let's talk about education, skills development, free tuition, and employment. Or as I like to call it, how to upgrade yourself without your parents bawling, who paying for that? You see, education is more than passing exams or running from maths like it's the latest horror movie. Education is about opportunity, and we've seen real progress. Expanded scholarships, upgraded school infrastructure, free laptops, and the list goes on and on and on. Education should not depend on how fat or slim your wallet is. So, when the opposition comes with their lies, just tell them confidently, things happening. Yeah! Let's talk skills development. Let's be real. Not everybody wants to be locked up in a classroom. Not everyone's good with the math, biology, or Spanish. Some of us are very good with our hands. You ever notice that the boy who never studied always fixing people's phones? This NDC government has invested heavily in skills and vocational training so that people who are not educationally inclined can tap into their innate skills and talents. For example, the creative industry. We have training opportunities for plumbers, electricians, videographers, farmers, boat builders, and even barbers who know how to line up a hairline properly. Things happening. Let's look at the free tuition at the tertiary level. Removing financial barriers makes a massive difference, especially for low-income and first-generation students. The enrollment rate is higher, access is wider, and young people can pursue qualifications without the constant stress of school fees. That's the NDC's vision, education without financial pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, we speak facts while they speak fiction. Things happening. Our unemployment rate has dropped from 13.9% to a historic 7.5%. This NDC government has created many channels for young people to market themselves and generate self-employment rather than relying on them. The famous proverb, and I quote, "Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime," end of quote. The NDC is about creating opportunities where young people earn, start businesses, and build careers right here in Grenada, not working hard abroad just to send back money to pay for a barrel. Gone are the days when the bushing was our only source of hope. Things happening. As I come to an end, I am placing on record here tonight when myself and my fellow young people touch down to vote next election. When myself and my fellow young people touch down to vote next election, there will be no such thing as NNP, PNP, or GOLP. It's NDC. So young people, let me leave you with this.
We are not the future. We are the now. So, long live the NDC. Long live the most honorable Dickie Mitchell and his team. Long live the youth of Grenada. Thank you.
Ocean, I just been the most pleasant. Anything where you wish you will, you better wish it for your head. But mine, I wish pure lead, but I can't see coded. Me just get.
I don't know these young people and their music, but I see all they jumping up. So, say what? You working? Put all your hands together for Jay! Yes, sir. Listen to me, I following this little boy since he's a little boy, you know. Ain't all doing that too? I'm telling you, the boy knows NDC milk, you know. It's not now, it's long. But let me tell all you something. I had 2 announcements to make before I jump in here, so let me just get to the announcements. Right? I had to go in my, they say in my gallery, I had to go in my gallery. Lord, my gallery. All right. So, PB2, that's in St. Patrick. They have a breakfast sale on the 28th of November in Dega by the bus shed, 6 a.m. That's one. Hello? To those of you in Toronto looking on, we have Deslin, we have Katian, we have Karen, we have Eutlin, and I think they have a Sharon. Suzette, yes, Suzette. All of them, listen, all give them a little wave, give them a little wave. Mr. Streamer man, I think all you have Florida online now. You can zoom them in a little bit for us. You can get them. Give them a little 10 seconds now. They're looking out. Tell me, wave. Let me see you. You seen them? We can't see them yet? Well, Florida, we try, you know. But you're seeing us, we ain't seeing you. So we gonna fix that next time, you know, we gonna do the thing. So don't vex with us. So we're moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, well, you know, this is where the air becomes rare. This is where the air becomes rare. Hey! Senator Civil, all your wave. Give Senator Civil a little wave then. She online. She couldn't be here tonight, but she online. And the last thing before I get into my introduction of the man of the hour. Today is one of our special people in the party birthday. That lady been working so hard. Still working hard in the background, but I must give her a big up. Lindy and Dutton! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I just send out my little birthday greetings and so on to people. They sung something like that. Lindy Ann, wherever you are, darling, we love you. And take a break. Take it easy because I see you working in the back there hard. No. People trying to call me, but they can't call me. I'm Cecil Belfon. You must be hearing me because you see me, because you're calling me. So New York want a little shout out. So all again, New York a shout out there. Yes, New York. Give everybody a shout out. London. Yeah. Yes, who am I missing? I'm missing Florida, London, Toronto. We call Toronto, Florida. And don't forget Caracou. Yes, on Paradise Beach. Right. So, you know, watch. When you get to the big man, you can't just come simple, you know. You have to do a proper introduction. So, all you hear me out. Good night. You can't disturb me now. I'm doing something. So, good night, Grenada, Caracou, and Pidibati. Make some noise if you're proud to be NDC. Yeah! Tonight we welcome a leader who stepped forward when our country needed fresh vision, honest leadership, and serious action. I know, good. He became the change and is leading all of us to build a modern Grenada that works for everybody. You see, they're queuing me, they don't know I have a plan. Under his leadership, we have seen historic investments in education. Thousands of scholarships for our young people. Only give that a round of applause there. Expanded tuition support, and now the bold move towards free tertiary education. Yeah. I said, tell your neighbor, school free, level up. Well, tell your neighbor now, school free, level up. That's what we're talking about. We have seen job opportunities growing, skills training expanding, housing initiatives moving forward, and a new wave of infrastructure. Not just patching roads, but building a Grenada ready for the future. And if you think he could only lead a law firm, think again. He's now leading a whole nation and actually getting things done. From healthcare improvements to digital transformation to a more transparent government, the results are speaking louder than any political noise, brothers and sisters. Yeah! He is focused. He is fearless. And yes, he is young. But like he says, leadership is not about age. It's about action. So make some noise, Grenada. Because tonight we welcome a leader who believes in people power, opportunity, fairness, and progress. A leader who is proving that good governance is not a dream, it's happening right now. But ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman deserves more than just me coming here and introducing him with my voice. We're going to bring a man on stage to properly bring him to the microphone. So put all your hands together for Alma Boy.
The question we have to ask ourselves is, do we want a society that we plan, that we set goals and work towards achieving them? Or do we want a society where we get up and say, whatever happens, happens? That is ultimately the test that we must pass. A society does not improve by chance. We don't become wealthy by chance.
We have the best picture and we young, intelligent, full of vibes. The best picture and we like it. Deacon Mission will tell you no lie. We have the best picture and we like it. Hold it up. Hold it. Hello, hello, hello. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Give me one more time. Give me one more time.
Get up and say, whatever happens, happens.
That's
ultimately the test that we must
looking
pass.
good.
A society does not improve by chance. We don't become wealthy by chance.
We have the best we shall have it. Let me see dance. Young, intelligent, full of the best we shall have it. Deacon Mitchell will tell you no. We have the best we shall have, we like it. Young, intelligent, full of the best we shall have, we like it. Deacon Mitchell will tell you no. Silver. Deacon intelligent. Wow, he's so magnificent. People he represent, yes, and he will not relent. Oh gosh, country about heart. And hear this man now. Hear it, love it down here. Let me go. Things are happening. Let me hear. Things happening. And you see next election, where we sticking it? Right by the heart. We have the best picture and we like it. Young, intelligent, full of the best Michelle and we like it. Deacon Michelle will tell you no lie. We have the best Michelle and we like it. Hello, madam, no. It was, you see this moment right now? I full of pride to actually bring the best Michelle right now to you, a true leader.
The man ain't just a boss, he's a real boss. He's just a leader, he's a real leader. I like. Where we going to tell me about things happening, things happening, things happening. All right. My brother. It's the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, but I call him my brother. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Are you guys proud of him? Are you guys proud of him? Man, my heart, I'm feeling it. I always just feel smarter next year. I always just feel better next year. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Let's try and do a little duo.
Go, hey.
Let's do a little duo.
Let me go, China. Let me go, China.
Easy now, easy. Ready?
Ready?
Drop it.
From the top.
One drop.
One drop. Go from the top.
NDC, you are sweet. You're real sweet.
Wow. Okay. NDC just nice. Yeah.
Real nice.
But here now, one more thing. So, that is the man or that is the woman they want to replace him with. All they say, that is who they want to replace NDC with? Never. Again, love you, brother. Thank you and the entire team. Big up the best Mitchell. Are we? Go to, brother.
Young, intelligent, full of vibes. The best Mitchell and we like it. Deacon Mitchell won't tell you no lie. We have the best Mitchell and we like it.
Mr. DJ, 1 minute. We have a, guess what? I love the vibes. Keep the energy right there for 1 minute, but we have an important announcement. Journey Julian, she's also known as Nene or Nene. Your mom is asking to meet you at the front. Meet her at the front of the stage. If anybody, look on the side of you, it's a missing child announcement. Kindly ask. We're looking for Journey Julian. Mommies, kindly. Journey, she's here? No, that's not. Okay, so Journey Julian, just come to the front of the stage. If you've seen me, or if anyone sees her, bring her backstage. Mommy's going to meet you right here. Okay? Thank you very much. Let's keep an eye out for her. Kindly scan the crowds. If there's a child right by you, kindly find out that child's name. It's very important. It's urgent. Her name is Journey Julian. They call her Nene or Nene. All right. Thank you very much. Mr. DJ.
Young, intelligent, full of vibes. The best Mitchell and we like it. Deacon Mitchell won't tell you no lie.
Wait. Randolph, where are you? Where is Randolph? Come up, Randolph, come up. So, you can hear me in the crowd? So, Randolph, you say you ain't know them young people song. Jay, where's Jay?
Jay!
Play the young people song, and Randolph, I will teach you about the young people song. Play the young people song. We just get a remedy for the pagan them. Play the song.
Rosen, I just been the most pleasant. Anything where you wish you will, you better wish it for your head. Bad mind, I wish pure lead, but I can't see coded. Me just get the remedy for the pagan. Me just get the remedy. Bad mind, I don't see. Who have to see me dead? Me just get the remedy.
One drop. Easy. Now we gonna play the middle age to the old people. Give me David Kill Goliath with that. Give me the David that kill Goliath. Give me the Bob Marley for David. What? I ain't finding the DJ ready for me, you know. DJ, I gotta be a mic man. The David tune, the David track. Bongo man, Rasta man.
Rasta man live up. Bongo man don't give up. Congo man live up. Bingy man don't give up. Keep your culture. Don't be afraid of the vulture. Grow your trade now. Don't be afraid of the wolf pack. Rasta man live up. Bingy man don't give up. Bongo man live up. Yeah. Bongo man don't give up. David slew Goliath.
Let me hear you. David slew Goliath. Done that.
Sling and destroy.
And that is what David come to do in Telescope tonight. So when 21 days come, we burying Goliath with a slingshot and the stone. Permit me to recognize the most honorable, the most distinguished, the Rock of Gibraltar. And you know when you have uncle before your name, you have the love and the respect of the citizens of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, and the region. Because when I travel and they ask about him, they're asking with pride and with respect because they recognize the role he has played in the political landscape of Grenada. So I want you all to join with me and acknowledge Uncle Tilly, the Honorable, the Most Honorable Tillman Thomas, for he continues to lead by example. He's always there with us, mentoring us, supporting us, encouraging us. And it is largely because of his steadfastness that the NDC has weathered the storms, weathered the trials and the tribulations. I want to recognize another former political leader and former Minister of Finance, the Most Honorable Victor Nazim Burke. You see, at another rally in St. Andrews some years ago, somebody didn't want him to get his hand on the oil and gas money because they wanted it for their own personal use. They engage in all kinds of suspect transactions, whereas up to today, we can't see the light with the oil and gas. But Brother Naz is here working with the team to make sure that if we discover this oil and gas, it will redound to the benefit of the children of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. So I want you to acknowledge him, and he's here with us. You see, brothers and sisters, we are building an all-inclusive party. That's why we have our elders with us. That's why we have our youth with us. That's why we have our women with us. That's why we have our ballheads and Rastamen with us. So, brothers and sisters, our friends, members, and supporters online and in the diaspora, and our brothers and sisters in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, I want to start first by acknowledging Sister Civil Francis, Senator Francis. She had an unfortunate accident today, and she's unable to be with us, so I want you to keep her in your thoughts and prayers so that she could recover speedily. I also want you to recognize that today is the 23rd of November, 2025. 4 years and 3 weeks ago, 4 years and 3 weeks, the 31st of October, 2021, I became the political leader of the National Democratic Congress. So when I look at this beautiful sea of people, under the glowing yellow, highlighted by the brilliance of the new lights here at the Telescope Park, when I look at this energy, I want you to understand there is only one unstoppable movement in Grenada called the National Democratic Congress. I'm going to call up the deputy political leader so he could give you a joke. Deputy political leader, I want you to come up and give them the joke. I want you to tell them what does happen to any institution that have movement in its name.
Well, PM, like you come to embarrass me. Because once upon a time, I was part of a party called Movement. Black Wizard did a song called Political Cemetery. So I will call all the movements I ever passed through Grenada. I want to call each one of them. I want you to say, rest in the New Jewel Movement, the Morris Bishop Patriotic Movement, the Grenada Democratic Movement, the People's Labor Movement, the Movement of Independent Candidates, the Grenada Movement, and the Poor Movement. The Poor Movement.
So, we know orange is on its way to yellow. So tonight, as we mark 4 years of a renewed, energized National Democratic Congress, this rally is a celebration of our revolution of hope, a renewal of leadership, a restoration of dignity, and the rebirth of a Grenada determined to rise once again. So as we stand under this beautiful sky to celebrate my leadership over the last 4 years and the blessings of being given the opportunity to be the Prime Minister for the last 3.5 years, we are acknowledging 4 years of purpose, 4 years of believing in our people, believing in the National Democratic Congress, and in the future of Grenada. When I was afforded the opportunity to be made leader of this great institution, I accepted this responsibility with humility, but with a clear vision. We had to renew, we had to rebuild, and we had to re-energize our party so that it would not just become a political force, but a political party that was going to transform Grenada and transform the politics of Grenada and transform the politics of the region and of the Caribbean. And with that vision, the people of Grenada took a chance on us. 3.5 years ago, the people said enough was enough. Enough stagnation. Enough excuses. Enough politics without purpose. And you took a chance on me, and you took a chance on the team that is behind me. So tonight, I stand before you humble, grateful, but make no mistake, I am as fired up as the yellow you are wearing. I'm as fired up as the lights of Telescope. And I renew my commitment to let you know that we are just getting started. So let us reflect a little. 3.5 years ago, and over the last 3.5 years, we have faced every kind of storm. Literal, political, the actual storms of hurricanes, geopolitical tensions, wars. We came into office with a public service that was demoralized, a pension system decades overdue, schools needing help, communities crying out, young people begging for opportunity, an energy sector tied to importing foreign fuel, a climate crisis that knocked down our door and destroyed Carriacou and Petit Martinique and large parts of St. Andrew, St. Patrick, St. Mark, and a nation hungry for hope. But what did we do? Did we complain and say we meet it so? Did we complain and say we meet it so? Did we blame anybody? Did we bend and fold? We rolled up our sleeves. We stood on principle. We lived out our motto of putting people first. And we began the hard work necessary to transform this nation. We didn't come into the government to warm the seats in cabinet. We came to deliver. We delivered fairness and justice. We restored the dock salaries owed to teachers and public officers. We restored pension rights that were denied for nearly 40 years. We treated workers with the dignity, and we continue to treat them with the dignity that they deserve. Because under NDC, governance is not a favor. Governance is not a favor, it is a duty to our citizens. We have begun to transform education. You've heard it tonight, but we have to repeat it. We've removed the school fees. We've expanded scholarships. Brothers and sisters, I want to tell you something about this government. Myself and the Minister of Education only last week called the Chancellor of St. George's University when we discovered that there were approximately 30 Grenadian students who have met the criteria for entry into the medicine program. The school told us we only have about 4 spaces for scholarships. Only 4. But we have 30 students who have met the admission criteria. We called the Chancellor, we spoke to him, and we said to him, we want all 30 of the Grenadian students on scholarship at St. George's University. And myself and the Minister of Education and your cabinet will work to ensure that happens. Because we need our doctors. We need our nurses. So I want you to understand that we would not have gone to Ghana to import nurses if we were in a position to provide all of it immediately. It takes time to study and to train. And while that is happening, we have to make sure that you still have this service. That is why we are going to bring our sisters from Ghana to help us out. But in the same breath, we are committed to making sure that the young men and women of Grenada who dream of being a doctor, get the chance to be educated right here in Grenada, right here at St. George's University, homegrown. And this is not cheap. It is hundreds of thousands of dollars in tuition and other fees to become a doctor. But come January, 30 of them will be admitted to St. George's University. We have sought, and Minister of Education talked about the Monroe. We are seeking scholarships all over the world, from Morocco to Cuba to Mexico to the United States of America to Canada to Europe, so that our children can get the education that they deserve and continue to grow and develop themselves in this country. We've increased nutrition school support. We've raised the school leaving age to 18. I want you to understand the profound impact of this. Because you see, those who were there before and had the chance to do a lot of what we're doing did not do so, but always find fault with our policy. So I want you to understand that when our children stay in school longer and learn real-world, future-focused skills, they don't just have credentials, they get hope. The reason youth unemployment is always the highest is because we need to make sure that our kids stay in school long enough to acquire both the academic, technical, vocational, and character that is required to survive in this real world. It is not just about your skills or your academics. You have to understand you have to work hard. You have to rise early. You have to go to bed late if you want to achieve the things that you want to achieve. So we have to understand that. When pensioners receive their due, when public officers are fairly treated, we restore trust in the government. If the people don't trust the government, the country will not succeed. So we didn't restore the pension just for pension's sake. We didn't settle quickly with the unions, the wage increases, just for doing it. We are not regularizing our workers simply because we want to tick a box. It is because we understand the importance of trust between the government and its citizens. So you have to appreciate that this administration is ensuring that learning is a right and that our children have access to that learning as a right, not a privilege. Not how much money you have, not which village you come from, not who your parents are, but that every little boy and girl from every nook and cranny in Grenada, just like me, just like the Minister of Education, just like Dr. Sincere, just like Ron, Kireen, Tevin, have the opportunity to aspire, to dream, and to succeed. Our children deserve more than survival. They deserve possibilities. They deserve hope. They deserve to achieve their aspirations. You heard young Jay. You heard the man who opened the baton, the Honorable Ron Redhead. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you something about this Mitchell. You see, this Mitchell believes in the young people. He believes in the National Democratic Congress. He believes in Ron Redhead. If you stood here and listened to this young man speak, you could understand why the National Democratic Congress has future prime ministers right now sitting in your midst. So you won't hear me saying, I ain't see nobody to take over from me. You won't hear me saying, give me one more thing, give me it again. One for the road. I deserve it. It's mine. Because we have the talent. We understand succession planning. We understand training. We understand giving the young people a voice. You heard from Sister Delma. She told you she's in a family where she can speak her mind, where she can debate, where she can introduce her own ideas. Because leadership is about empowering others. Leadership is about wanting people to achieve more than you have achieved. So I want you to understand that when we talk about the National Democratic Congress running Grenada for the next 20 years, we ain't joking. Because this Grenada belongs to the young people. And we are going to give them the keys to open the door to make sure that they can enter and take their rightful place in the leadership of this country. And I want the young people to understand, those of you who've attempted to brainwash into thinking you cannot be better, you cannot do better. Those of you who they threatened and told you, if you're Imani, we are going to end the program and get rid of you. That we are going to end the Empower and the Elevator. These programs are still taking place. But we are going to do better and go further. Because come 2026, we will launch under the National Democratic Congress the youth economy. That will ensure that from start to finish, we teach our young men and women about entrepreneurship, about financing, about investment models, about scaling your business, about technology, about accounting and investing, so that they understand that it is on them to build the next economy of Grenada. You've heard the report from all of the speakers about the tremendous work that is taking place in housing. Brothers and sisters, we have to understand that 1 year ago we had a hurricane in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, in St. Patrick, St. Andrew, that destroyed hundreds of the homes of our brothers and sisters. Only 1 year ago. And I want the Member of Parliament and the Minister for Local Government of Carriacou and Petit Martinique to stand and come forward. Because I want the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique to know that there is no person who works harder, who fights harder, who always have the interests of the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique at heart. He was there with you through thick and thin. Even when I was begging him to take a break from Carriacou and come down to Grenada, he's like, no, Prime Minister, I can't leave my people. So you see, there's a lot of them who are going to tell you they like Carriacou and they like Petit Martinique. They really want to come to Grand Anse and Lime. They want to live in Grenada. They want to live in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. He's living in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. He works in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And through thick and thin, he's been with you all the way. And you know the type of leadership you have when things are down and out. When it's tarpaulin over you, or no tarpaulin. When it's hot sun, when it's rain, when there's no water, he's been there. And if you go to Carriacou and Petit Martinique, you would see Carriacou and Petit Martinique is more beautiful than ever before. So for our delegates who are here, and for those in Carriacou and Petit Martinique on the watch party, I want you to understand that Brother Tevin Andrews ain't going nowhere. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. We've rolled out Project 500 not too far from here in Dunfermline. You see, I want to say something. There's some people who we've entrusted with leadership who feel nice thing is only for one set of people. They're telling you openly they love poor people, meaning they love you poor. They want you to be poor. They don't want upliftment. So anytime you say, let's build a proper bathroom and toilet like the WASH program, they have to find a fault with it. They want us to build ply house and small wooden houses only. So as soon as wood ants and too little breeze blow, you're back down poor again. Grenadians deserve proper housing. That is why we are doing the Project 500. We are doing it because we want to be able to drive the price of housing down. We are doing it because we want to introduce new technology in the construction sector. We are doing it because we want our children to grow up in proper, decent housing. We want our banks to finance and give us mortgages. Because when people have proper housing, a proper home, they fight more for their country. They fight more for their parish, more for their community, and more for their villages. So we are completing the pilot in Dunfermline. 17 beautiful homes. I'm sure you've seen it online and advertising. We'll come back to you with what it costs to build the homes, and then we will talk about how we will work with the private sector, landowners, people who have their individual lots of land, the construction industry, the banks, the credit unions, to make sure that we can build not just 500 but 1,000 homes in the future so that Grenadians can have proper, climate smart, climate resilient, energy efficient homes. Good homes is not only for one group or one set of people. But I want us to appreciate something. There are other issues we have to tackle. The cost of energy. The cost of electricity is high, we accept that. But we have to deal with the reality. We will not lie to you and pretend. All our energy comes from importing diesel into Grenada and burning the diesel in the engines. Most of these engines are very old. I won't go into the history of it. So we have to look at long-term solutions to address Grenada's energy security and to reduce the cost of energy. Our sister Karine James and the team at the Ministry of Renewable Energy have been working steadfastly on our geothermal project. It is taking a long time, it's the nature of geothermal, but we are committed to this project. Because if we are successful, we will get an opportunity to reduce the cost of electricity in Grenada. We will continue to invest heavily in solar. We are currently working on having a significant solar plant erected at the Morris Bishop International Airport. We are in the procurement stage, and we expect that in 2026 and 2027, this solar farm will be built out. We are taking the climate crisis and the need to lead on the climate issue seriously. So a lot of people talk about Sister James's travel or my travel. I want you all to understand that the help we got from Hurricane Beryl is because of that travel. It is because of the relationships we are building in the climate space. It is because of the friendship, the trust, and the respect that Grenada now commands on the regional and international stage that people were prepared to come to our assistance. So whether it's at the United Nations, or the COP meetings, or regional meetings, we will continue to not just whisper. We will continue to speak up. We will continue to row, and we will continue to lead on the issue of climate change because we have experienced it firsthand. Our brothers and sisters in Jamaica are experiencing it firsthand. Our entire islands are being destroyed in a matter of minutes. You can't rebuild without friends, supporters, and well-wishers around the world. So we need to understand it's not joyriding. It's not glamour, it's not glitz, it is hard work. It is meetings from the time you land to the time when you go back. But even with the climate crisis, even with Hurricane Beryl, even with geopolitical tensions, wars, instability, we have managed your economy well. We have managed your finances responsibly. There is no corruption and wastage and bubble that has plagued this country as it did over the last 25 years. There is no man in briefcase in Switzerland. There is no Van Brink and Hood Rink and whatever the names were. I want you to understand. The people behind me here, are sacrificing because they love this country. Brother Williams has literally given up his business so that he could work for a fixed salary from the government and people of Grenada to work hard on your behalf. That is the kind of commitment you have. So when them bloggers and them Facebook badge and bully, they could only stay behind a screen and talk. Tell them, come in Telescope and meet us here. Meet us when we are building the WASH program. Meet us when we are fixing the pavement and building the roads. Meet us when we are lighting telescopes so that young men and women could play their sports. So you have to worry about them Facebook badge on them. And bloggers. And those who like to call radio station. It's easy to hide behind a computer, hide behind a phone. Come on the ground and meet us. According to them Jamaicans, buck us up anywhere, anytime. Yeah! And then you would understand who's fighting for the people of Telescope, the people of St. Andrew Southeast, Northeast, Southwest, Southeast, in Big Parish. That is what I want you to remember. So let it blow the hot air. Let them continue to talk. The more they talk about Brother Williams, is the more the Grenadian people love him. Yeah! So you heard from Brother Toes. The economy, even in the midst of all these challenges, is projected to grow by over 4%. Unemployment is at a historic low. I want you to understand something, brothers and sisters. People who are working, is either they don't want to work or they don't have the skill set. So if they don't have the skill set, we have to make sure that we can train and retrain them to get the skill set that would allow them to get a job. I want us to appreciate something. Training is not for young people. Training is for all of us. In developed countries, when an industry closes or shuts down, you go back to school, you retrain, you retool, and you go to the industry that is going to grow. And you get employment. You can't simply sit and say, well, the government has to take care of me for the rest of my life. Because the government gets its revenue from all of us who are working, from taxpayers. And we have to understand that. So we have to become a productive and remain a productive country. So if you know someone who's not working, we have to ask why. And then we have to have the conversation about what we need to do to make sure that you get a job. Because the construction sector is calling out for workers. The hotel sector is calling out for workers. We are importing workers into Grenada as we speak. That is the truth. So we have to make sure that we get up and get for ourselves to continue growing the economy, to continue remaining a productive sector. So I want you to understand this, and I've said it. When we got into office, the Ministry of Finance said to me, and they said to Brother Cornwall, we are paying a lot of premiums for this catastrophic risk insurance, and we've never gotten a payout. We've had floods, landslides. Are we sure we want to continue paying this catastrophic risk insurance? I said, not only are we paying it, we're going to expand it. So we got insurance for Nawassa. We got insurance for Grenlec. So that when Hurricane Beryl came, that is how we got the payout for Nawassa. That is how we got the payout for Grenlec. That is how we got the payout for the country. In fact, in the case of Nawassa, they probably had paid the premium maybe just before the hurricane hit. The Citizenship by Investment Program. You see, there's a lot of people who like to fool you. When they have the money, when they say they left a pregnant treasury ready to make child, first is pregnant. These are the same people who didn't want to pay the teachers their dog salary. These are the same people who say they pay pension, the place go mash up. Whole place mash up. But they have a pregnant treasury. Well, if the treasury pregnant, make the child. Pay the people their salaries. Pay the dock workers. Pay the pension. But no, they like us poor. They want us to line up in a certain place that they call Happy Hill. But the only person happy is them. So you have to come and line up, long line on a Saturday. So they must live in Happy Hill, and you must live in Povertyville. So that is how we secured the funding for rebuilding. And I forgot to mention, Brother Toes, we also got insurance for GCNA and cocoa. So that is how our farmers were able to get the $37 million in cash transfers. Sister Gloria didn't tell you we even got funding for persons who are on seed. And in all of that, we've still managed to make sure we comply with our fiscal rules. We are still seeking to drive our debt to GDP ratio down so that we don't overborrow. I don't think if I need to say it because we're here in Telescope and the place is lighted. We are renovating our sports facilities throughout the length and breadth of Grenada. We are the ones who are supporting our athletes. We are the ones who brought them to last just after the Olympics and paid. We are the ones, brothers and sisters, all you probably don't know that. We met cabinet conclusions from years ago promising our Olympic stars land from the government of Grenada. They never got it. This administration is the one that handed them the title deed. So I want you to understand, Brother Orlando Romain and the team at the Creative Affairs Office, you think the music this year is by accident? You think the quality of the carnival and the calypso is by accident? We launched the pan, Brother Adrian Thomas, the compan. We are investing in our culture. We are buying the steel pans. We are getting them tuned, and we will be making sure that they're in our communities. So young men and women understand not just the music of the steel pan, but the history and the struggle of the steel pan. These are the things we have to teach so that our young people understand the brilliance of our people. So that they understand what the steel pan symbolizes. A musical instrument invented by our people out of the struggle. Out of workers' struggle in Trinidad and Tobago. Most of the unions in Trinidad and Tobago were led by Grenadians from Uriah Bus, Butler and others. We have to understand that. So anywhere Grenadians go, they make an impact. From Sparrow in Trinidad to Butler, to Nicholas Brathwaite in Silicon Valley, to Olympic champions. We ain't going to talk about Africa yet. So we are the ones who are uplifting our artists, our musicians, and our storytellers. We are the ones who will build music schools, just as we've built the play parks and the playpens around Grenada. So in Bellevue and St. David's, we are retrofitting the temporary building that was put for the primary school to create a music school so that the young men and women could go and learn to play musical instrument, so that they could learn to sing. We'll support all of our private individuals who are doing their little studios. Teacher Eddie, Brother David, I met, what's his name? DC Ranks. Thursday night we met DC Ranks just down the road, working on a little studio. We promised DC Ranks we will support him to make sure he has a proper studio so that the young men of Telescope have an opportunity to learn music and to benefit from his tutelage. So I want you to understand that this is not about victimization and who could scrub their face the most, and about wanting people to stand when you pass or salute when you pass. This is about service. This is about commitment. This is about making sure that Grenadians are proud and that our pride is back. And if you didn't feel proud at our 50th anniversary of independence, and the celebration to mark that, and the fact that we are prepared to confront all wounds and unify our people. That is why we had Morris Bishop and Uncle Gary on the $50 note. So when we say we are putting people first, we are not just interested in concrete, drain, or concrete road, or building a stadium. We are interested in the dignity of our people. So everything we've achieved, every program we've launched, everything we will achieve is for the benefit of our people. But I want to make it clear. We did so without selling our souls. We did so without selling out Grenada. We are doing it not because we're buying any vote. We are doing it without corruption, without fear, and without favor. And that's why I want to signify Uncle Tilly, because he always talked about integrity in public life. He always talked about the principle of transparency. And those are the things that attracted me to the National Democratic Congress. Those are the things that Sister Delma finally saw the light and came over to the bright side in the National Democratic Congress. Because that is what good governance looks like. Transparency, people first, and good integrity. That is what this beating heart stands for. And that is what will take Grenada forward. I've talked a lot about what we have done, but I want us to appreciate. We have to talk about what we must do. The mission is only now beginning. The transformation has only now begun. And so when we say we have to build a resilient, fair, and modern Grenada, the work is far from over. So whether it's transforming education, healthcare, housing, energy, protecting our workers, expanding renewable energy, empowering our women, strengthening our economy, uplifting our rural communities, preparing our nation for climate change and climate disasters, and building a political system that puts people first, that puts service first, we must do so. So what does the next phase call for? It calls for the National Democratic Congress to be more organized, to be more disciplined, to be more united, more boots on the ground. We need more of our branches alive, active, and working for the people. We need more young people like Jay to join the only movement that is moving Grenada forward, the National Democratic Congress. Yeah. We need more for women to step forward into leadership positions. And we need more Grenadians to take ownership of their future. Because I want to make this clear. As my quote says at the beginning of the song, The Best Mitchell, we cannot sleepwalk into transformation. We cannot sleepwalk into progress. It is not going to happen by accident. We must march forward. We must fight for it. And we have to build it together. So I want to emphasize this. To our elders, to our seniors who've paved the way to give us this beautiful Grenada that we have. To our youth who represent the new Grenada. To our diaspora who stand with us even though you may be far from us. To our farmers, our fishermen, our teachers, our nurses, our officers, our public servants, our barbers, our nail techs, our busmen. We are in service to you. And so we honor you. And so to every citizen who said, yes, the National Democratic Congress is the leadership that we believe in, we say thank you. We say thank you and we look forward to serving you for the next 20 years. And I want to emphasize, as I conclude, just as Carriacou and Petit Martinique and St. Patrick's is rising from the destruction of Hurricane Beryl, so too all of us must continue to rise and move Grenada. Move Grenada. Because if we want things to continue happening, as Brother Toes will say, plenty things happening. Plenty things happening. I get it right? And if you want a lot of money, we have to remain committed. We have to remain united. And we have to continue to make sure that Grenada will continue to rise. So I ask all my colleagues to join me in holding hands. I ask you to put your lights on, your cell phones, your torches, whatever light you have, as we continue to ensure that this Grenada, under the National Democratic Congress, will continue to rise. DJ, you want to cue me up?
If I take time and I write down all the things that I love on my island, best believe my list gon' be like 5 miles long. Best believe it's love that makes me sing this song.
The cleanest breeze on the waters,
Friendly people meet in every corner. Togetherness and love is what we stand for. We stand for. We stand for.
Oh, island in the sun. Look at how we've grown, how far we've run. 50 years we strong and more to come. More to come. More to come. We're going higher. 50 years we're blessed, we're forged in fire. Still reaching for more. Going up, going up, 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 up. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up. We're going higher. Going higher. As we aspire, build and fast one people together. Bang, bang, bang. It's only up from here. Take time to reminisce on the richness of our history from the beginning. From the people who came through sugar and change, emancipation to revolution. More than the speck up on the globe, more than the ice cream and gold, much more than the nutmeg and the clove. Tell the world we are Grenadians. Oh.
3 islands united as one, blessed with the strength to carry on. We're more than just that island in the sun. Tell the world we are Grenadians.
Higher. 50 years we're blessed, we're forged in fire. Oh, you mean? We going up, going up, going up, 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 going up, going up, going up, 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 up. We aspire, build advance as one people together. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up.
Really and truly, can't find the words to describe what my country mean to me. So much things we take for granted, but so much things they give to me.
Peace and tranquility, family, community. It don't matter where we go in the world, just know that the woman's where my heart is.
50 years, as you shake for 50 more, as you shake to reach your goal, like you only bring the goal.
I can see the vision clear. Sing it out to let the people hear.
Look at how we've gone and how far we've come. 50 years we're strong and more to come. More to come. More to come. It's only up from here. More, more, more. Yeah. Higher.
Dirty Madnik.
We are going up, up, up. Telescope, thank you for welcoming us. Have a blessed night, everybody. And we look forward to continuing to make sure that this NDC family continues to welcome one and all into the beating heart, one and all into the love. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night. I think Alma Boy is closing off the show. So if you want some more, the best, Mitchell. No? Not Alma Boy? All right, well, let me bring Alma Boy or not? Yes. Yeah, man, well, let me introduce my partner, man. Alma.
Hey. Hello.
1, 2.
We go one more time?
One more time.
We still have the best picture? What we say? What we say? What we say? What we say? That one she gave me a vibe. I tip her wine and I like it. The thing in me is so I'm feeling. I tip her wine and I like it. That one she gave me a I tip her wine and I like it. The thing in me is so I'm feeling. Oh gosh, look how she bring it back. I want a piece of that. Waistline rolling slack.
I sneak up like a shot.
I can make a little wine. We can have some fun now. We can have some fun now.
I'm feeling it.
Go down, go down, go down, go down. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Go down, go down, go down. And what we doing?
Stick it, stick it, stick it. Yeah.
I think our wine and we play mind games on them. We play mind games on them. She playing Lord with that kind of wine. She, girl, you are dirty teaser. Beckett is your father. Right in front of me, you're doing that again. You are dirty teaser. Beckett is your father. Right in front of me, you're doing that again. What you should ever do? Look how you're whining in front of me. Girl, you're taking my breath out. I'm a feeling that type of Lord, help me. I don't understand why you give me the half-a dance, tormenting me with a changing shape in front of me. And I know that you're putting on a wine show. I mean, it's feeling like a when you're whining up to the floor. She play Lord. Where the old school of us? Where the old school of us? Give me the old school loving. Give me the old school sweet wine. Give me the old school loving. Give me the old school sweet wine. Lord, I want to do. I want a little dance. I want a little old school. Yes. Only one here. Oh, what? No, no, no. Yes.
Let's get it until 4 in the morning.
Kate. Hamana. Na 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 na. What you won't do for you, and they gonna do it for you, and they still gonna do it.
From my own experience,
It's all about the things you don't do. Any man who don't feel the need, prefer to chill with your boys and them. I'm just here for a helping. Consider it. Hey, Abba. Yes. I have a surprise guest for all you. I don't want all to leave. Make that announcement. Make that announcement.
All right. So watch me. Let me make a quick thing here. That two cars are blocking a place there. PAA 646 and PAP 740. Go and move your vehicle now, please. PAP 740 and PAA 646. Move your vehicles immediately over here to you.
Listen, I have a surprise guest for all you. I don't want all of you to leave. I want a surprise guest. The stars are lying right now. The stars are lying right now. The stars. I'm gonna stick. The king. The king. The king. The king. Come to.
Check. What? When stars align, greatness outshines all hatred in space and NDC heights! NDC heights!
What we tell them?
Yeah, we know! Hey! I have me back and I ready!
Come baby!
I like how we looking. Watch me party! I want to see every flag in the sky. Every flag, guys, just drop it. Every flag, we get it. Everything had to spoil from grandma go down to child. What? You've been wanting this for a while. Who voted? Show me. When stars align, greatness outshines all. And still we rise. With grace and with faith in the morning, with chase and I am a backpack and I'm ready. Rubbing me backpack and I'm ready. Promoter done nothing now. What? They go out to booty. All fresh like to. But
I told them I will be back someday to
watch me, beautiful people. Watch this here yellow. Hey, what? Man are ready to see the crowd. We playing a massive mode. Everybody running. And I say yo. We playing a massive mode. You fetting and you don't run it. Yeah, me now we supercharge. What? We supercharge. Oh. We don't know behavior in your door. It's been so long, I've been waiting. Been working so hard for this paycheck. I've been waiting. Let me see all the proud voters. I'm ready for the big stage, ready for the moment, ready for the, and I'm ready for the prize. We're ready for the. This is the biggest moment of my, and I'm ready to see the. I want to see the proud Grenadians. Who like to see the way Grenada are going? Who love to see the way Grenada are growing? Watch me now, man. I am Grenadian. Of course we what? Of course we love the jab and we love it. I am Grenadian. Of course we don't know how to behave. Of course we well equipped to answer somebody. Slay. Out.
Whoa.
Anybody know this song? Help me sing this song. 1, 2, 3, hola.
Hello.
Como te llama mamacita? Really nice to meet you. Come on and the jam. Hey, shake it up for me, bonita. Baila mama. Come baila mama. She want to fall in love. She want a real job. A real job. In love with the whole aisle. She want to fall in love. She want a real job. Hear me? Come to my country, come let me teach you jab. Where everything mad, yeah everything mad. Then I say we crazy, it's all island big flag. Watch the big flag in the crowd now man. Hey! Whoa, oh.
Whoa.
Need love.
Help me. All you 1, 2, girl anytime yo.
I'll be.
She get her and fall in love and but she foreign. She get her and now she acting like she. Girl anytime yo. Out of them.
Hear me out. My name is Modi, and I was born as Salom.
More tune.
But you see, I like to keep
I go sing the last one. I can sing the last one.
Call up my name like Bud.
Call me name. Hey, you stop calling my name. Everybody, all you see me with you telling people.
Stop calling my name.
Talking about all you see me out. See me with who? What? Stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast. You stop calling my name. All you too wicked and up in people's biz. Yeah, man, I am not a saint.
I want to hold all your tongue and
I say load me up with the oil. Everything I to spoil from grandma good up.
I want to see some flag in the air for the Soca Mona King, please. Put some respect, please. Hey! When stars are lying, greatness outshines all hatred in space and time. And still we rise with grace and with faith in the morning. I am a backpack and I'm ready. Rubbing me backpack and I'm ready. Promoter done laughing already with her. And this is it, one. Man, they go out to put it.
Jab on a payroll.
Thank you.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, man. Oh, he can't give us that one more time. He can give us one more time. Please, we beg. Just give us one more piece. One more.
I could go up there.
Yeah, go down.
Me people, help me sing this song. When stars align, greatness outshines all hatred in space and time. And still, and this is it. On the 1, 2, 3, go. I am a backpack and I'm ready. Sing, rubbing it. Promoter done laughing already with a backpack and it. Watch, man, they go out to booty.
Jab on a payroll.
Woo!
It can go now, brother. It can go now. It's a love, and it's it.
Hello, yellow. Let me hear it for Muddy. Let me hear it for Alma Boy. Brothers and sisters, I wish you all a wonderful night. We want to say thank you very much to Blue Bubbles who put this whole thing together tonight. Give them a round of applause. Yeah, we want to remember all of those who took part in this production tonight. Thank you very much. Everybody from backstage, you have Sylvan Chan and family. Yes, everybody who bring this, Shem, you brought it streaming tonight. And to all of you, every single one of you, thank you very much, brothers and sisters. Get home safely. Get home safely. Look out.